Hello, I'm Eagle. Eagle Gardens 1 on Instagram. And this is episode 804.35 anymore. Weed Nerd World. Hopefully you guys had a great few days since I seen you. I missed out yesterday. Hopefully today was a great day. Told you I was me. Cheers, guys. Or to the people watching in the future, I guess. Yeah, Red Set of Farms. Thirsties. Cheers, my friend. Hey, Nova, how you doing? Miss Chat pulled out. Top chat to live chat. Nothing to me. Perfect. Got to go. Smiley's Gardens. Organically blunted. Pizza Pirate. Green Table Gardens. Man, they're coming running. Gabriel. Set Case. Hopefully I said that proper. Justin's Meds. Silk BT. This is Justin Meds. Cheers. Martial Artist. Holy cow, they're flying. Flying today. Zilla, Sweet Spirit 111. Cheers to you. Hopefully you're doing well. I'd like to see that greenhouse you're in. Operation Iron Nation. Hopefully that's not that right. Operation Annihilation. New Finley. How you doing? Oh, Mr. 12 and 12. Cheers, big guy. How you doing? Big Day 420. Midwest Outlaws 31. Oh, shit. Take care of something right quick and let this guy in. Almost let Miley's garden in. Cheers, Mrs. Miley. I need my earpiece. 5, 420. What up, Mrs. Miley? Let Miley's garden in. Oh, I can't hear you.
How you doing?
Good.
That was me.
Ready to smoke. I'm very ready to smoke.
Yeah, what do you got?
Hmm?
What do you got?
I'm going to grab some of your side of the DOA. The smalls here I got. See, this is right there. Smiley. DOA.
Your side of the family.
Right? Yeah, I don't mean to make it sound like that.
You must get that from your mother.
Right. That's pretty funny. Not meant to be like that.
We went out to the Kareem event, or whatever the wash-off event they had. That's pretty cool today.
Right on.
It's a gorgeous day out, man. Hung out with Tommy Trichomes, 710, DP, and Nick Risden, Russ from Fresh Coast Seeds, Pat from ABC Co. So,
Really? Which ones?
Smokey was there, Terp Wizard. I know I'm forgetting people. There's a lot. It was packed, dude. There was a lot of people out there. It was cool.
Sorry I missed that.
Oh, dude, it was way the fuck away from you. It's like it's in Niles, so down by the Indiana border and shit.
Yeah.
A day trip on that one for sure.
Sometimes if I could pull them off, I like to make those journeys, but There's no way this week. CJ hit me up a couple days ago and asked me if I was headed down that way. You run into CJ? He was thinking about heading that way.
I did not. He's an elusive character sometimes.
He can be. Definitely can be.
Definitely.
Yeah, it's like at the Hash Bash. I never got to run into him there either. He showed up there.
Yeah, we seen him for a minute too, and then he was like, "Oh, I gotta run, check on my dog," and then we didn't catch up with him after that. But it's a busy, crowded place, so it gets hard, man. You know what I mean? It's easy to lose somebody in there. His dog's cool, Champ. He's got the coolest dog. He looks like a champ too. Stands all buff. And I don't think he's like a pit bull, but he's a terrier, definitely. I don't know what they consider a pit bull anymore. I always thought like Spuds McKenzie was the pit bull. Like, you know what I mean? Like now people call anything a pit bull, and it's like I don't know.
Spuds wasn't a pit bull, was he?
That's what I say. I don't know. I always thought when I was growing up as a kid, it was Spuds McKenzie was a pit bull. But I don't know. He's some kind of other terrier, I think.
Like an Australian terrier or something like that. I can't remember exactly. I don't think pit bull. I'm probably wrong.
So how old do you got to be to remember Spuds McKenzie?
I don't even want to answer that question. I feel like that's a trick question.
Right. Yeah, Greenfinger's saying a bull terrier. Maybe that's why I thought pit bull terrier. You know, that's a little different, I guess. The pit bull. But I think they're cool dogs. I don't think they're bad. I don't know. You can say that, but then there's wild like wolves and shit too. You know what I mean? Like, wild animals still, like, really hard to tame. That's why they're not considered domestic animals. You know?
All right. And not that I want to get off the dog subject because I love dogs. Actually, fucking was working around this monster. It's like a Newfoundland mix something, but that fucker's like, it's bear size. If you were to not know that was a dog and it comes sneaking up on you, you would think it's a fucking baby bear. That's fucking for sure. But cool dogs. I totally sidetracked while I was going with fucking changing the subject.
They're usually real chill dogs too, man. The ones I've been around anyway. They're just kind of gentle giants.
Yeah.
I've seen a full-grown male that was like, you thought he was a bear. I think his name was Miller. I feel like Miller, right?
Totally spaced on what I was going to say. No, you didn't cut me off. I cut you off, and I was gonna. Then I changed the subject real quick back to dogs, and I completely fucking forgot. It happens. It happens. Well, throw some of Detroit River Ass's hash in this fucking dude. It's a big jar, Detroit. Here's you guys. Man, what the? I can't believe I forgot. Oh.
What's up?
It's the same link, Mr. 12 and 12, the same one I sent you the other day. What the fuck is wrong with Michigan? What the fuck is wrong with Michigan? That's what I wanted to say. God damn it. Fucking 80s plus, 70 tomorrow. Threat of snow tomorrow. I heard 1 to 2 inches up here tomorrow.
Warmer here than in fucking Honolulu. So
1 to 2 inches.
What's problem with it exactly, Eagle? What is your problem?
Bipolar.
So what? Enjoy the good days.
I do enjoy the good days. I've been living the shit out of these good days. But I don't want them to end. It's springtime.
They always gotta end, man.
Fucking springtime, man. It isn't time to
It
snow.
did feel good out today, dude. It was really nice. It was nice. A little, just enough of a breeze to stay like not overheated and shit, and it was warm enough that you weren't shivering cold. It was cool. It was out on like an old farm, dude. A badass house there and shit, and yeah, we drove by it because like GPS is like you're there, and we're looking around, and there's just like a driveway, and like it didn't look nothing like any event would have been there. We didn't see no cars, no nothing. We're like, what the fuck? So I just kind of like, maybe it's up the road a little bit. Sometimes GPS will tell you you're there, and it's like you got to go around, up and around the corner first, you know. So I'm like, I'll go up here and see if there's some cars or some shit, and then didn't see nothing, and we kind of fucked around and fucked around. Then we ended up turning around and like driving, coming from the other way. It was like up on a hill, and all of a sudden it was like we seen like a shit ton of cars and a fucking tent set up out in the middle of this like farm field way off in the distance. So then, yeah, there was like no sign by the road or nothing. It was just a 1-lane asphalt driveway going up off, and it was often even up over a hill, so you couldn't even see the cars or nothing until you got like up the driveways. You know what I mean? It was weird. You'd think they would have had a sign or somebody down by the road saying, "Hey, come on in," you know. But I don't think we're the only ones that drove past it. Kind of hidden it.
GPSs can be stupid. Sorry. But
no, I was just saying it was hidden, which is nice, I guess. Yeah.
my GPS has done that. My old place there was like that. It would tell you, no matter who you were, what day of the week, it would tell you to turn almost 3/8 of a mile before my actual house. You had to just keep going, and then you fucking find it.
Yeah.
But I've literally been on bridges. Bridges. And the damn things, make a left now. No, motherfucker, I'm not going into the fucking water.
That was a real clip everybody was doing, where the one guy was in a Jeep and he's like on the side of this mountain like driving, and off to the right's just a big cliff, and it's like GPS, it's like turn right, and he's like, no bitch, I'm not fucking turning right.
Oh man, I had a bout with Google at the Hash Bash Cup. If Google would have been a person, I would have sucker fucking punched Google that fucking day, because I was like, I'd headed to the hotel and it would go, turn right now. And then I'd make that right, and it would put me right back on the highway. And I'd go 3 miles that way, get off, turn around, come back, and fucking head back the same way I came. And it got me like 5 fucking times before I figured out, don't turn right there. Don't fucking turn right there. It literally did it to me like 5 fucking times. I was like, I was ready to just punch the dash. Fuck you, Google. Fuck you. Trying to get me lost down here.
Yeah. We had that when we were in Texas too. It was like, I don't know, the exit we were trying to get off had like construction on it, you know. And Google or whatever it was one where it didn't show us that, and then we see the signs and we're up to it. And then it was like, that was our exit that we needed. And the next one was like another 20 miles down the road and shit. Like we couldn't get off. It was all construction, and you know what I mean? And I don't know. It was like we drove forever. It took us out of the way by like 40 minutes just because our fucking exit had construction on it.
Yeah. That was the same GPS that was telling me there was fucking McDonald's everywhere on the way back too. You guys know, you've already heard about the way back trip. That was the way there, though. It kept fucking running me to the round on the freeway. I was so glad to get out of the car that day. I was just like,
Can you imagine if that was like an auto drive or autopilot car? It just keeps looping you around, and you're just chilling in the back, like, what the fuck, man? Like, what the fuck?
Oh, that's a good point. I wonder if like Google cars and shit do get fucked up and just listen like that. That's a good. I wonder. I bet you it does.
Yeah, might. It is a pretty kick-ass option though to just have the thing drop you off at like if you're going to the mall or something, it just drops you off at the door, and then you fucking hit a button and it goes and finds a parking spot and chills. Then when you're coming out of the mall, you just hit a button and it drives up and picks you up and shit. That would be a fucking kick-ass feature. What up, Gabe? How you doing?
What up? What up?
What up?
What up? My kids are sleeping. I gotta be really quiet, but I just I'm sitting there anyway. Nothing, man. I'm just hanging out, trying to control the stretch.
Control the stretch.
Trying my best. I get my ceilings are short.
Oh yeah.
Short ceilings.
Battle, man. It's always a battle. I'm stuck in that zone where my veg ones are ready for flower, and my flower room ain't ready for it yet. So.
Yeah, we talk about that. We talk about that a lot, bro. It's like no matter what, my veg is always 2 weeks too long, no matter what.
So how do you control your stretch? What's your method of controlling your stretch?
So I talk about it a lot. I actually, it's something that I kind of obsess about. So I'm a big fan of temperature exactly the same, lights on and lights off. We swing humidity back 5%, so 70% humidity, 83 lights on. I try to stay 83 temp, lights off, and then I'll come back to 65% humidity. And then like I push 1900 ppfd to the canopy for the first 3 weeks to try to stop them from reaching up real high, and then really try to push 50% dry back overnight. The 50% is like, I feel like they don't reach as much. They don't have the energy to reach. I don't know. But
how do you gauge 50%?
I have sensor. I have a sensor in each row. But we were talking about this, and there's a pretty good, like, judging by like weight, like picking up without using a scale. Somebody broke it down. There's a good SOP, for just trying to go off, like picking them up and gauging like percentage and compared to like lifting it. But I can't give you the analogy. I'll find it. It's out there. Because it is, I mean, just going off a feel, how do you know? So what we do for one of the things we listen to every Thursday, Arroyo does the office hours, and they're very informational. So one of the things that we got from them was weighing our clone trays. So how do you know when to weigh or when to water your clone tray? So we started weighing them full, and then so we know what 30% or 40% dryback is from a full clone tray. And then once you have that feel in your hand, it's a lot easier to know when to water. You know what I mean? Because without looking at some number, how do you know what its feel is? It's too out there. But I feel like if you feel the same weight constantly, you know what the right feel is, it's a lot easier, right? So we use the scale for clones.
You can train yourself to feel them.
Totally. But without knowing, so it's the same thing with PPFD, right? So I always think, oh man, I'm always way off. Like I think, oh, this is 900, this is 1,000, and I stick it under there and it's way more or it's way less. It's both ways, but without having my par meter, I would not know.
Do you rely on that a lot?
So like I said, like we were just saying, right? So I rely on it to get the room. Once I know like the room behind me in my background, I know where the 22, 24 is for that room compared to, you know what I mean? But before I had that sensor in there, I didn't. No, so I use it probably once.
Use it till you learn, and okay, about this far away, it's this.
So I was talking with somebody because I'm going to sell the Trollmaster par meter because I think it's useless, because every day it's going to give me the same reading in the same room in the same spot. Once you get that number once, we're good.
Yeah.
So I think I'm getting a, oh shit, I'm getting a message. I'm talking too loud. I better keep it down.
Yeah, I would imagine it's for that art control is more for like greenhouse or something.
Well, so like now there's DLI, like, so if you're going to give me the same number over and over all day long, at least calculate my DLI for me. So that way I have some use of you. They don't even do that Trollmaster thing. Don't even do that. So it's like completely useless. And they're $700, $650. So I better get off of here. I talk way too loud when I talk about weed, guys. I'll try to do it later, but thanks for having me on. I'll pop in later. Thank you.
What's up, Dave?
What's up, y'all? Cheers.
Cheers, man.
Here, I come smoke one. Drink one with y'all before I go to bed.
Maybe right back.
What's up, Eagle? How you been, brother?
No wonder you fucking know where. I'm like, I've said hello to you. I don't know how many times. I was just asking you what the fuck you were smoking. No wonder I was fucking muted the whole fucking time. No wonder fucking.
Purple Octane.
Fucking idiot sometimes. I'll be the first to admit that shit. Cheers.
It's been a long week. But yeah, weather's been great, man. Been in the 90s here.
90s already?
Yeah.
Holy fuck.
It's going back to, I guess, normal tomorrow. Well, today wasn't actually that warm. Well, compared to what it's been, it was in the low 70s today. But been in the 90s, man. Been hot. Sunburnt. My back's peeling.
Yeah, I've been out in that sun myself. And I seen that pic you posted the other day, man. That looked like a fucking hack job site. You guys were throwing down some concrete that day, eh?
Every day is like that. We pour every single day. Every single day, man. But yeah, that was the roof. We were putting the roof down. That big ass garage, man, for one car. Like, there's a lot of money out there. I wish I had that money.
Oh, and you know that's one of those things, man. I seen that the other day. If it wasn't for fucking the necessity of it all, I wouldn't even, give two shits. But unfortunately, it's the nature of the beast. We gotta have it to fucking live. I have no way think that's the way it was intended.
Yeah. Well, money fucking makes the world go around, fortunately. Yeah, man, we've been busy, man. Busy. We're always busy.
It's good. It's good.
Busy. Always busy. Actually, I'm trying to get this other job. They travel a lot. So, I mean, you're pretty much home on weekends. But for the money, I'd be stupid if I didn't take it. So, I'm going to jump on it.
That's where I'm at. To be honest with you. I had plans.
I don't have my bags on anymore, man. I can put the tool bags up, man. They're killing my back, brother. They really are.
Oh, yeah. I've worn them for fucking 30 plus years. I know, brother. I actually fucking got rid of the fucking round the waist bags. I look like a fucking German fudge maker or something. I got the over the shoulders leather straps that like buckle right here. Yeah. They really give it that like Swedish look. Yeah. Them fuckers, right? I had an old carpenter who I respected quite a bit, and I seen him with that rig, and I was like, where the fuck did you get that? And that was the first thing. He's like, man, I almost had to give up construction because of them fucking bags. And then I found these bitches.
Yeah, I still use a belt, but I got shoulder straps too, but that fucks me up as well too, man. Like, I actually got to go see the spinal surgeon this week. I've been a rough fucking 2 weeks, man.
Hear that.
I can't wait to fucking put those bags up.
Yeah, but
I'll miss it. I'm sure I'll do it here and there, but 5-6 days a week, it's coming to an end.
what you smoking out, Smile? I don't think I asked you yet. We just jumped into conversation there.
I just got some cherry poppers. It's like, I don't know, part of a accidentally seeded round, I guess.
It's hash DOA. It tastes very good.
Yeah, I got to get my DOAs pop, man. I got a new setup here, so new place, new setup. So it's I got to see how it goes. And
yeah, new setups are always kind of get it by
yeah,
tweaks and moving shit around.
I don't know. I was just telling you before I'm gonna accept this job. I'm gonna have to figure out some automated thing to water, and I can feed when I come on the weekends because I use Guy Green too. It's every like 3-4 weeks, and I can do that. I can be home for that. Yeah. But the watering is going to be an issue, so I think I'm going to have to do some automated something automated. I don't know. I'm going to finally have to spend some money.
Well, hey, the guy you need to talk to is jumping in there now.
It's an automation guy right there.
Right.
Mr. 12 and 12, that was Justin Chad. He's another good dude. That's what his deal, setting up that automation. Water.
Yeah.
There's good people around.
Yeah, seems pretty basic. I have a little bit, but if I take this job, it's definitely going to have to be a must.
Yeah.
What's up, Keenan?
What up?
What's up? Cheers, brother.
Cheers. How you all doing?
Well, where you headed this late hour? Or it's early, I guess.
Well, I'm going back to my place. That's why I hopped on. I figured I'd hop on and in preparation, getting there and stuff. So, what you guys smoking on?
DOA hash.
Smoking on some purple octane. And some distillate I put on the paper.
Hell yeah. I've got a, what is it? Strawberry sherbet, or no, sunset sherbet, sorry. What's it called? Cart.
What's your cart?
Man, the cars be making me cough though, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I stopped smoking. My vapes. I can smoke these now. These are my replacements for my cigarettes. I don't know if you want to call it any better. I feel better. I don't care what anybody says, but I feel it in my chest. Like I can breathe a lot better and without smoking cigarettes. But I gotta get rid of these next. But I can smoke those. I can't smoke the THC ones though, man. They make me gag. They make me cough. I don't know.
Yeah, I always cough real hard off those too. You gotta get kind of used to how to hit them like anything else.
Well, I've been slipping, man. I did smoke. I did have a cigarette. I can't lie, man. I've been smoking when I've been drinking. And I've been drinking quite a bit lately, to be honest. It's been a rough week.
Yeah, that sucks, man.
Cold beer after work is a must.
Yeah, dude, it was a good time on the way back too. We ended up stopping to get gas, and we are like gonna grab something to eat or whatever. We ended up going past the Saugatuck Brewery, so he was like, "Fuck it, we'll stop in there and get something to eat." It was thick ass burger and shit kind of food, you know. But they had their own brewery there. And then while we're chilling there, this dude, I mean, we hadn't even ordered our food, so he basically was there the whole time we ate. But he like he set up a mic and his fucking guitar and amp and shit, and it was just him, no band. But he played and sang fucking cover songs and shit. He was pretty good, dude. He's a good guitarist, really good, you know, on point. It was a good time. It was like, yeah, it's badass.
How's the beer?
It was really good. Yeah, we were good. I liked it. I liked it all. It was one of those like stumbled into a gold, you know, honey pot or whatever. Like, it was good.
We got some breweries back home. Actually, there's one in this town, right down the street. I actually want to try. It just opened up. Man, I like breweries, man. Craft beer is kind of like fucking craft weed.
Yeah, for sure. There's a lot of flavor.
Yeah.
They had some crazy named shit. Like, I don't know. Some of it I'm trying to think of. One was it was blueberry stout, something, or blueberry something stout. Yeah, it was like I don't know. It didn't even make sense. It was weird.
Yo, I had a peach something, man. I was actually in Virginia Beach, and it literally tasted like fucking peaches, man. It was fucking good, man. I think I still got the jug somewhere, man. I brought a big old jug of it, man, to bring home. They bottled it up right there for me and shit. And I'm like, how long does this stay good for? They're like, just keep it cold. You know? Well, I mean, it didn't last long.
Yeah.
I think it made it just over the New York border. It was pretty good. Like I said, man, it's like craft cannabis now, man.
I was thinking about that when I was there too, because there's like, I don't know, we kind of go through wine country there's like, I don't know, south along the southwest side of the state of Michigan, like along Lake Michigan, there's wineries and shit right there too. And it's really not, it really wouldn't be much different than a winery. Like, right? They got their own acreage, you know, they run their own vines and grapes. And it's their old or whatever, wherever they got them from, but they run them for a number of years, and they fucking harvest them and they make their own wine and they sell their wine. Like, why is that any different than somebody that had a fucking acreage of fucking cannabis and, you know what I mean, and had it posted up and then that's what they ran, and then they harvested and shit and did an extract or, you know, or hash or whatever, flour, all that themselves, and you would go to them like these people do these wineries, you know what I mean? And just they go there and they get taste testing tours and shit. They got wine tours all the time around here too. Like,
yeah, here. They got wine tours around here too.
Yeah, it's like, why can't we do that with cannabis? Why couldn't the fucking,
cool.
You know, one farm that could grow acreage like that would have multiple different strains. They'd be able to supply it in all kinds of different forms, you know, like, and then you would just go there for that. That'd be like a craft thing, you know. That would be where, like,
just pick your buds,
so to speak, you know. Like,
take a hayride out, pick your buds right off the plant, take them in, have them squished into rosin right there in front of you and shit. I could dig it. I love back to the restaurant thing real quick though. I'm a fan of like just stopping in the random spots and eating. Man, I found some gems like that over the years. Fucking traveling with construction and trying to find places to fucking eat and shit like that. I found some great places over the years. Just kind of taking the chance, going, let's stop in there. Fucking, them are the best finds. Them are the places you usually hit, and when you're in that area back way, you know. Same with I at one point Coney Island, Joe's Coney Island in Burton. fucking they had the best food. Was all right, but what kept me coming back every time I was there was they had Amish made syrup and jelly that I bought one time I was in there, and that shit was so fucking good. I would stop back every fucking time just to score some more jelly or fucking another jar of fucking maple syrup and shit. So yeah, I dig it. Glad you had a good time, man. That's awesome.
I take it you never been to Coney Island, real Coney Island. You ain't buy no jam there, man.
How does that come about where they call them conies or whatever, Coney Island? They're like hot dogs, right? They're known for the hot dogs.
Yes, I know it as like an amusement park.
Okay.
There's an amusement park there, and
that's the one on the pier.
It's off the pier, man.
We see it in movies, but it's like on a pier or something, right?
Yeah. Well, yeah, it's out. Well, it's not on the pier. It's like inside, and there's a pier where people fish and things like that. It's pretty ghetto, man. Like as soon as you leave there, you're literally in the ghetto. It's all right now. But I'll tell you what, man. If you want to get a bend in the rod, you go out there on the pier, man, and catch dogfish. Listen, as many as you want, man. It's a good time if you want.
Yeah, takes a lot of fun. I like fishing. I haven't done a lot of like ocean fishing though. Like I've done a lot of bass fishing in small lakes, like catch and release with bass running.
That's all I used to do, and a friend of mine brought me. We went up to Cape Cod because I was a topwater bass fisherman, man. Like ponds, rivers, lakes.
Topwater is fun, man.
Yeah, man, it's a whole different level of fishing, man. To me, anyway. And I got my first striped bass on topwater on a topwater plug, just like I would in freshwater. Oh, it was insane, man. I came home, I gave all my freshwater gear to my kids, man. I said, "Daddy grew up, guys. Merry Christmas."
My old father-in-law was the fucking. My dad didn't fish a lot or nothing. I have a couple uncles that did, but I didn't. Growing up, I didn't fish. I learned how to fish from my ex-father-in-law, and he was doing tournaments, bass tournaments and shit around Michigan, and then like had the opportunity to get sponsored and go on the pro tour, and he decided not to because he didn't want to be away from the family. But he fucking mops it up, dude, in tournaments. Still to this day, he's an old guy now, but he's still to this day fucking killing them. Now he's retired. He's probably kicking their ass even more because he gets out pre-fishing out more. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's nice.
He just loved fishing, and like the dude was amazing. Though he would take us. I remember going with him one time, and I don't know how these guys figure this out, but fishermen are genius. The guys that really know the fish, you know. And he would like we just went out to Muskegon one time in the channel. And he wouldn't think, I wouldn't have thought to fish there, but in the channel, we were just throwing a topwater like worm. It was a floating sluggo, I think they were called. But yeah, we were just kind of popping that along on the top, and smallmouth were coming from the bottom and nailing them up there. Like, you know, and I'm like, I don't know how he knew that, because other times we would throw something that sank to the bottom. He always rigged it up for me, but he was like, you know, here, throw this, and fucking awesome, bam, you got a fish on you. And they're like, the fuck, dude? How do you know this shit? You know, like,
fishing fun, man.
Yeah.
What's up, so Cal? Sorry.
To catch, you know, how to catch them or whatever. Does that make
so
sense?
There's a channel. We have two bays in San Diego. We have the San Diego Bay, which is like the giant one that everybody sees on the map. And then there's Mission Bay, which is like a little shitty bay that's man-made. Well, to get out of the bay at Mission Bay, there's a channel you got to go to get out to the actual ocean. It's just like the little freeway to get in and out of the freaking, you know, to get out to the ocean, right? Nobody ever fishes that thing. Dude, every time we go out to the kelp beds or whatever to go fish, on the way back, we'll shut the boat down and just drift that channel. Fucking kill halibut, sharks, all kinds of shit in there. Nobody ever thinks to fish it.
Yeah.
we'll drag like dead bait through there and just fucking rope them.
Yep.
Season actually just started, man. I haven't been out yet. 2 weeks in, I haven't been out yet, man. I've been busy.
Fishermen were out today in northern Michigan. I think it was the first day of muskie season or whatever, but they would put boats out on the half froze lake. Fucking damn.
So we got our fish reports out here. I mean, we're all ocean fishing out here for the most part, but I mean, we got some great bass lakes. You know, the world record did come out of San Diego, but they're starting to catch fucking tuna already.
Nice.
So it's going to be all fucking fishing season for SoCal here in a minute.
Didn't they like implant those bass too, and then they took off because there was like a steady stream of trout? That's like Castic or something like that, isn't it?
Oh, that's Castaic. Yeah, that's like way up north.
Okay.
But down here, our lakes aren't deep enough in Southern California to actually keep trout. They're all stocked.
Oh.
Because
maybe that's what it was. They were stocking the trout, and the bass just got fat as fuck. And then that's why there's like world record bass, because they're just like power feeding them trout all the time.
So there's a lake that I fish all the time. It's called Lake Morena. It's kind of up in the mountains here. I'm convinced there's a world record bass in that lake. I'll go up there with my saltwater jig stick, and I'll throw fucking big ass giant fucking 8 and 10 inch saltwater topwater poppers and fucking rope bass on those things.
Dude, what is the world record bass? You know, offhand, or?
It's they actually named it Dottie because she had a little dot like right behind her jaw, little black dot. She came out of Lake Dixon here in San Diego, and she was I want to say 21 pounds.
Okay. Yeah,
if I'm wrong on the poundage, somebody correct me on that. But
because like the one on Lake Castic was something like that too, like 21 or 22. And I remember reading the article about that, and the guy actually was like trolling for that fish. And they had a special bait that they made that was the size of the trouts that fish was used to eating. Like they stocked that or something that was in the story. But he was like trolling for it. Like we always cast fish for, you know, like under docks and shit for bass or whatever. But kind of different.
We troll for striped bass too. Striped bass, rockfish. You go south, they call them rockfish. We call them striped bass.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, I was wrong on that. She was 25 pounds when they caught her.
Damn, dude. That's a ginormous bass.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it was
that's like 6 pounds, which was ginormous for you.
So the guy that caught it, he's a local guy, and he actually caught her twice. The first time he caught her, she was foul hooked, so it didn't count for the records. So they fished for her for months and months and months, ended up getting her again on a legitimate bite. And when they found her floating in that lake dead a few years later, they actually called him as well as Fish and Game to come verify that it was that bass.
Do they mount it then or not?
No.
I don't know if it's true or not, but like they don't use like the fish, any part of the fish actually.
Yeah, you can do the replicas now where you get you don't have to get the fish. You can take a picture. You take some certain number of pictures of it, and then you gotta like measure the length and girth and mouth and all that, and they'll make a replica of it.
Yeah, that's exactly what they do. Most taxidermists out here, I can't speak for anywhere else, but out here, they prefer you actually bring them just photos, you know, high quality photos, and they'll basically paint a styrofoam replica of the fish. With deer and shit like that, it's different. But
those guys are pretty incredible artists, man. Some of the taxidermy shit I've seen.
They are.
Yeah,
they are.
Do some really, especially when they like set a scene where it's like a duck and it's got a little nest and there's like a little log or something that is you know what I mean? There's like There's a lot of art to that. I think
The little theme they got set up at like Bass Pro Shops and shit. Yeah.
there's a lot of talented glass blowers out there, man. There's some sick glass work.
Yeah, that's a dying art lately.
I don't know, dude. You wouldn't have thought so at that event I was just at. There were tables lined up. The glass guys almost had their own little section of the fucking event.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, it was pretty dope, man. There was some really expensive pieces. I always hear people talk about those like $10,000 pieces and shit, but there was one there that they had, eight grand, and it was. You could see why. I mean, it was just an amazing amount of work that the guy did to it, you know. And it's like,
Right.
it's easy to look at those pieces and be like, "Fuck that, 8 grand," you know. But then you realize the amount of labor and skill that them guys have to make all the fucking little swirls perfect. You know what I mean? Like they're one shot at that, you know, and it's like they get to eat it a certain number of times, and that's it, you know. Like some of that shit's weird. It's a lot.
Yeah. It's a lot of labor and a lot of love that goes into that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's cool as fuck when they got their torches set up and you can just sit there and watch them fuck around with it. It looks fun, you know what I mean? And then you think, oh, I could do that. Like, I doubt it. I bet them guys, they make it look easy because they've been doing it for so long or whatever. But it's like, yeah, it looks easy when you watch them guys like make a bowl or some shit. You're like, oh yeah, I could do that. Like,
Right. And then you try it, and all you do is burn the shit out of yourself and fuck everything up.
break it and fucking start over.
Yep. So what have you guys all been up to? I haven't been here in a while. How's everybody doing?
Good, man. How are you doing? Are you healing up or what?
Oh, I'm 100%. I'm doing
Yeah.
great. Yeah.
Is that what she said?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I actually got the new bike and been riding, and everything's good.
So you racing still or what?
No, season's over.
Oh, okay. They don't do summer?
No, it's 100 and holy fuck out in the desert in the summer.
Fishing season.
Yeah, it's tuna season, man.
Yeah, man. Come on.
Yeah.
You out in the ocean?
We don't do that till like September around here. Late August, September.
Oh yeah, no, they're already catching limits of bluefin out here.
What's the biggest one you caught? So,
Me?
yeah.
220.
Jeez. That's serious, dude. I know some of them fish are ginormous, like 800 pounds and shit, aren't they? Like the
Yeah, those are on the Atlantic side though. We got all the Pacific shit. They don't get that big.
No, they're better when they're not that big, though, right?
Got to come to the East Coast for the big dogs.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't eat them, so I don't know.
Really?
Yeah.
Do you catch and release?
No, they won't let you release them.
So
Well, I mean, you can't release them though, really, either, because they kill them when they gaff the sons of bitches.
Yeah, and after a fight like that, you know what I mean? Fish just
Yeah.
they wind up dead.
yeah, they pretty much gave up, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Even the
Yeah,
straight back here, we do that. We gotta revive them before you release them. You know, there's a lot of like things they say don't take them out of the water. You know, people like to hold them up for a picture. They say that ain't good for them, and
Right.
like that, holding them by the jaw, by the lip, isn't good
Yeah.
for them. You can't hold them
That
by
actually, yeah, when you grab them by the lip, like, you know, hold them up by the jaw and kind of like, you know, people like angle them, like, I don't know. If you're a fisherman, you know what I'm talking about when I say you grab it and kind of angle it a little bit. That totally fucks up their jaw. I mean, if you think about it, dude, it's like somebody picking you up by the jaw and kind of tilting your head back at the same time, you know?
Yeah. Yep. That's why you always support it, man.
Yeah. Yeah, but I'll kill those fuckers all day long. I just won't eat them.
I haven't caught one yet, man. False albacore is the closest thing in the tuna family that I've ever caught.
Oh shit.
I've been tuna fishing before, but I haven't caught anything.
No, you got to come out this way and do it. We do it different.
It's been really good. Like I'm missing it because of work. I got to work. I hate these guys that can just take off when I want. But
right,
like they've been catching around Statue of Liberty the past 2 years.
Oh shit!
So I'm gonna try to time it right this year, and hopefully I'll get a chance.
There you
but
go.
otherwise, I go I go in Jersey. I go to this boat in Jersey. Well, a buddy of mine does, and he's wanted me to go last year, and they caught some. So I'm gonna go next year.
Oh, nice.
Thing. So it's like I don't know, it's like a 23-hour trip or some crazy shit like that.
Yeah, those are the ones I do. We leave here at like, you leave the dock about 8:30, 9 o'clock at night, and you motor out, all night, depending on where the fish are at. Pretty much overnight is all travel, and then just before sunrise, you'll start fishing. And you usually fish till about sunset, and then motor back.
Yeah, that's basically the same thing there.
Yeah. And the night on the way out, man, it's just nothing but a fucking party. Yeah. Beers are flowing, people are passing fucking everything they can, and you'll have 4 people passing joints, and they tell you on the way out that, hey, we know it's legal, but we're going to international waters, and it's not. And, if we see it or smell it, we'll turn the boat around, and fucking next thing you know, there's 5 guys on the back of the boat burning one.
Why does that seem so backwards? Wasn't it back in the day, like you would wait to get out to international waters because it was like anything goes, and now it's like hush hush, you can't do not weed out there. No. That's crazy to think that.
That's just because international waters is just fair game. Anybody can come up and roll up with their jurisdiction and be like, yo, we caught you, so our law applies.
Yep. And most of our boats go down off of Mexico. So that just makes it even worse because, they'll take you and you'll end up in a Mexican federal pound me in the ass prison down there.
There's a guy I follow actually on YouTube. It's called Local Knowledge.
Yeah.
One guy based out of Florida. The other guy, I want to say it's actually San Diego.
Yeah, he is.
Naked. And I see the tuna fishing and the mahi fishing and the
shit
like that, man.
Yep. It's funny, man. I always bitch about this.
I promise you. I'm going on.
Tell you what, SoCal, you go get fucking pounded in the ass in Mexican prison for a joint, and I swear I will John Sinclair a campaign for you within hours. Within hours. Set him free. He's had enough.
We'll all have shirts on and be like, free him, free him.
I'm not stupid. I don't get caught. I might do a lot of stupid shit, but I don't get caught. No, I had actually one of the captains on one of the boats actually told me, he's like, dude, if you're going to bring weed, he's like, take a cigarette, empty out some of the cigarette, fill it with weed, put the tobacco back over the top of the weed so that when you first light it up, people smell the cigarette and don't think twice about it.
Yep.
Plus, they're used to seeing you smoke cigarettes on the boat, so they never think about it. But, you see somebody hitting a vape cartridge, you know exactly what it is.
That works good with that California weed where it doesn't smell that much anyway.
Shit. I don't know whose California weed you've been smoking, but I can't even take mine on the boat.
What is in your garden right now? It's been a minute since we've seen it. What's up in your garden?
Actually, right now, the only thing in my garden is some hippie goggles.
Oh, shit.
You had to be stuck with one thing. That's a good one.
Yeah.
So, you like that old school flavor from it, dude. That's fucking.
Yeah, she's about 3 inches tall right now. Just cracked out of the shell. Actually, the shell just fell off yesterday. So it's been too cold out here to do anything. We had like my veggie garden. Dude, I had like 25 pepper plants. They're all doing fucking great. And I come out the other morning, they're frozen, dead. So it's been a really weird freaking spring or whatever you want to call it for us.
Yeah, a lot of the farmers around here lost a lot of crops because they put them down because like we were in like the 80s and 90s for like almost a month. Then all of a sudden for like 3 weeks it was just like freezing temperatures and just above freezing temperatures. And we're like, what the fuck? And then it like this last week it was 41 to 48 at night and like 80 to 92 during the day.
Yeah. Well, we've had record rain and snowfall this year. So
yeah, I've seen that.
Yeah. There's pictures of some of the ski resorts out here where the ski resorts are closed because the ski lifts are under the fucking snow. Like there's dudes up there leaning on the, if you ever been to a ski resort, you see the wheels on the top of the tower that fucking carry everything over.
Yeah.
Dudes are up there leaning up on the wheel, fucking standing in the snow. Yeah, it's been fucking gnarly. So we actually got snow here at the house. Up in the mountains here, we got fucking 18 inches in one night. Jeez. Which is about what we get in a year. So
yeah, I've seen snow like that before. I've had that here, weirdly enough, but then like up in Ohio when I lived up there, like every other year you'd read in the paper about some like roof that would collapse in from the amount of snowfall that was on top of the roof or something. Like I don't hear that anymore like we used to when I was a kid, but there aren't like as many blizzards either. That was like big, huge like, news that would happen to California.
Well, up here,
roofs here before.
So up in San Bernardino, just San Bernardino, for those of you guys don't know where, California geography, it would be like inland LA. It's like 40, 50 minutes inland from LA up in the mountains. There's ski resorts and shit up there, but they only get, they get a few feet per year, maybe 8-10 feet a year up there, right? They the town of Big Bear was declared a fucking national emergency because people were snowed in for almost a month. They had over 19 feet of snow to the point where nobody could even get in to help these people.
There was a lot of herds and cattle all stranded too. They had like the National Guard dropping hay from the Chinooks and stuff flying over all the pastures.
Yeah, it was fucking gnarly. There was houses collapsing from the weight of the snow. The only grocery store up there, it's a little town called Arrow Bear. It's like halfway between Lake Arrowhead and Big Bear. Little fucking town. Their only grocery store completely collapsed. Jeez. So it's been a gnarly fucking winter. The fucked up part is I was all stoked because I got to jump on everything. I started on the garden in January this year because it was like 80 degrees in January. So I got to jump on everything. I opened up new space. I got everything planted. Mid-February, I had stuff starting to pop up. And all of a sudden, February and March fucking froze, and we got 2 feet of rain in like a week and a half.
Yeah, we've been warm here too, and I got all excited and planted everything. Now it's supposed to get down freezing again.
Right.
Broccoli will have to do it.
Yeah, I'll get to.
Remember what you told me earlier? What was my lesson learned earlier? Be grateful for them sunny days.
Oh yeah,
right.
They're coming, man. They're coming. I got a fleet of peppers ready to go out, and another bunch of tomatoes that I started a little behind it. My tomatoes are about yay tall now or whatever.
Oh, nice. It's funny. The only thing I have that made it through the freeze was the tomatoes and the peas.
So I wondered this about tomatoes. So is it a set amount that of tomatoes you get? So is it good or bad that you get them out like big early? You know what I mean? Will she burn up earlier in the season, produce a whole bunch, and fucking die out, or
Depends
quicker?
on the type of tomato. There's determinate tomatoes, which will grow a life cycle like you're talking about, and then they'll throw a one-time type harvest. And then there's indeterminate tomatoes, which are like more like a continuous growth. There's not really a life cycle to it.
As long as they can grow, they'll keep reaping.
Yeah, and they'll keep, and then they can throw fruit continuously in the season.
That's good to know. Especially if you're planting early like that.
I'm about
That's
to
why the indeterminate ones are the ones people get pissed about, because they just keep growing and growing and growing, and before it's like August and they're just all over the place trying to keep up with them. Pruning them's the key, and like.
Thank you for popping in, Big J.
Yeah, man. You guys have a good night. SoCal, Canada Trooper, Smiley, Eagle. It's always a fucking pleasure, brother. Thank you.
Have a good one.
Everyone.
Cheers.
Yeah,
So
what are we looking at, Kenna?
Look at those cherry tomatoes, how they hang them.
Look at them. Oh, nice. Look at how the whole vine of the fruit is at the same time, too.
Yeah, and they crop them. Yeah.
It's crazy how them guys get them all to finish like that. Like the whole.
Yeah, they got them growing laterally across the whole thing.
Yeah, it's sick how they do it on scale.
I'm sending this to you right now so you can see it.
Dude, I fucked up last year with the cherry tomatoes, man. I planted way too many of those.
Yeah, you don't need more than one.
Yeah, I had like 6, 8.
You gotta get on. You just gotta steer the vines down the thing like they did.
Oh, I'm a huge fan of cherry and grape tomatoes, man. For one, I'm eating handfuls right out of the garden. 2, the kids were always like that. And then if you could lucky enough to get them in the house, then they were always good. Salads, salsas, another good one. You can fucking pour them up real quick.
Yep.
I love cherry tomatoes.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, man. Cherry tomato pasta sauce is actually pretty damn good.
Sounds like a pain in the ass trying to get all the skins.
Skins on.
Yeah, skin on.
That shit in.
Blend it in. That's
and that just like anything else in that, where like the actual nutritional values in the skin in most fruits and vegetables.
Some of them, not all of them.
Yeah, there's certain.
What up?
What up, Riz? Now town.
One Eagle, Smiley, Canada Troop, SoCal. The American one in the house.
What's up, Eagle, Smiley, Canada Trooper, Res, SoCal?
What's up, man?
Good to see you. I hear you, SoCal. I'm glad you're good.
Oh, I'm doing great, man.
I heard. Yeah. Excellent. Yeah. Glad to hear it.
Yeah.
Canada Trooper, you grew those?
Yeah. When I was
show it while you're talking so people can see it, because I don't know what kind of view we got on the I always think people can't see it. But
so I had grown those. Those are like the little wild cherry tomatoes and stuff like that. They're I don't know, man. They're delicious. Like when Eagle was talking about just like having them, like handfuls of them, it just reminded me of this. So like I don't know. They're tasty as fuck, dude.
They look perfect, dude.
Thanks. Those were organically grown.
There you go, man. Awesome.
Let me see if I got some more.
So I did a little experiment with my tomatoes this year. My kitchen sink just kind of drains out to like a French drain in my front yard. So I rerouted it, and it now waters the tomatoes.
There you go.
Dude, I'll tell you what, those fucking things are huge already.
Dude, how long have you been growing? It's still, I just stopped freezing here.
No, I was just telling everybody, I was all happy because I got the whole garden ready like end of January, got everything planted, And then come February, March, everything fucking froze to death.
Oh, yeah. So you restarted already?
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah. Yeah, I got everything well, the vast majority of everything restarted. The potatoes are going fucking ape shit. Tomatoes are doing great. My peas are fucking outrageous. And then let me see. I don't know if I can fucking. I don't know if you guys will be able to see it or not, but let's see here.
If you're in the greenhouse, yeah.
Oh, the greenhouse is
Good to see you too, Rez, by the way.
Going Mr. America way. That's things in New York.
How do I turn this
Pretty
fucking
good.
background off?
Settings, background.
Holy shit.
I actually went to a concert last night. Chick dragged me to see Depeche Mode
Yeah.
at
Oh,
Madison
nice.
Square Garden. Dude, you know, it's always pretty cool going in the city and seeing the peoples, but man, it is some freaky freaks, man. It has gotten more and more crazy every year.
Dude, the Depeche Mode actually puts on a halfway decent show, though.
Dude, yeah, it was good. It was good. It wasn't great. They're not my favorite, but I like you know, all that good ones.
Right?
He's a little weirdo though, the lead singer dude.
Oh yeah.
He's like half freaking Freddie Mercury, half I don't know, dude. He's a really weird guy. But they say he's straight, but he's like half effeminate gay, which is nothing wrong with that. But yeah, just different. But yeah, I had a great time.
You can't really see it on camera, but here's the pepper garden.
Nice.
It's all peppers in there.
Nice.
And
Don't
fucking
you have
Brussels
background?
sprouts.
You have rabbits down there?
What's that?
You have rabbits and squirrels eating that shit?
Nope, I got dogs.
Oh, they keep the rabbits and squirrels.
Yeah.
If they run through there and don't run them over, that's cool.
Well, I got it fenced off.
Okay.
It's it's only like a knee-high chicken wire fence.
Yeah.
But it's enough to keep these idiots out.
Yeah.
But I'm doing something totally different this year too. That's all peas right there. That's a 4x8 fucking raised bed full of nothing but peas right now. Which I fucked up. I threw a handful of pea seeds in there and that thing's fucking going ape shit. It's probably 12, 14 feet long.
Damn, dude, that's huge.
A lot of peas. What are you gonna do with all those peppers? That's a fuck ton of peppers if I could see it right.
That's a fuck ton of peppers, yeah.
Yeah. Like, so how many pepper plants?
Oh, let's see. So I got 3. These right here are Brussels sprouts. And then I got some fucking like devil's asshole or whatever it's called. Devil's tongue pepper. And then these are all bell peppers. There's 1, 2, 3 of those. What's this one? Oh, those are banana peppers. Those are banana peppers. That's a Carolina Reaper that's fucking not really doing too well all of a sudden. That's another, I don't even know, like fucking burn you 3 times pepper. There's a poblano.
On the toilet paper now.
Yeah. So I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I got 10, 12 peppers left. 12 different peppers. And then, I got the Brussels sprouts going on over here too.
You ever do hot sauce?
Ever do what?
Hot sauce from them?
That's what this whole fucking garden's for.
Is this for hot sauce?
This is a salsa garden right here.
Well,
Yeah.
I mean, I'm talking like a hot sauce where you like cook them down and shit. Like,
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah, that's why I planted all these. They're all going into, some of the bell peppers and shit I'll eat, but the rest are going to be like fucking hot sauce and salsa and shit.
Carolina Reaper hot sauce. There you
go. Fucking right there. That one's Carolina Reaper, and this one's like devil's asshole or some shit. Devil's tongue.
Oh, nice.
So.
Is that like the Dalai Lama tongue that the little kid just had to suck on?
Something like that. And then this whole little fuck show right here is all pollinator mix. So that's going to be all freaking pollinator flowers when it comes up. There's a couple cucumbers cruising through here somewhere.
What is that, a windmill?
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Yeah. So my plan is to use the actual structure of the windmill for the trellis. For the cucumbers as they grow up, dude.
Yeah,
that is cool.
You could mount your electric culture antenna on the top of that too.
Yeah, no.
After what?
But then, like, this is my tomato that's getting watered from the kitchen.
So you think it's total bullshit, huh? That copper shit?
The copper shit?
Yeah.
I don't know. I haven't tried it, so I can't say whether it's working or not.
Yeah.
I think it's funny because roots grow away from copper. So
yeah, copper's like yeah.
Drive a copper nail into a tree, you kill it.
But then
weird. Yeah.
So check this shit out.
Is that because it's directing too much of the electromagnetic energy?
I only know because I throw the nail in the tree. I don't know the rest of it.
I'm not saying that like atmospheric static like electricity isn't potentially like beneficial, because like they're recepting that anyway by having like being a stalk and having branches and leaves. But that's just introducing it to the root zone. The thing that it is a non-benefit and why it cancels it out is it's a fucking lightning rod, bro. And if you fry you have fucking lightning hit you're gonna fry your fucking garden, bro.
It's got to be taller than the rest of everything around it to be a lightning rod, almost.
Is that lemons? Lemons right there.
But if it's a lightning rod, that's just supercharged. Some things will be like double the size the next day.
Nice.
Yep. Go for it.
You guys read I think it was in Jorge Cervantes' book, one of them, that you could, or wherever, I read it somewhere. So they paint the pot with with copper paint so that the roots don't grow into the container or some such shit. Yeah, copper is not really super good, but you only stick in a rod in whatever 7-8 inches. So like the whole root zone is fucked with copper.
Well, they have copper lined like terracotta pots and stuff like that from like way back in the day when copper wasn't like as expensive. And
I didn't know that.
Yeah, the idea is so that you don't get them root bound by them growing up against the fucking walls of the pot.
Yep.
So, but then I've also seen another application of it where in a deep water culture system between the buckets, they put like a little copper cage right in front of the transfer line between the buckets. So the roots don't grow into it.
Dude, that's brilliant right there.
I'm gonna use the gold wire.
Does it work?
According to them, it did.
Wow.
Here's the best flower pot you could ever have right here.
That's fucking cool, SoCal.
No, I don't want to ever hear I'm not an organic gardener.
That's fucking cool, dude.
Probably the benefits of copper gutter then. You won't get stuff growing in a gutter if you let it get overgrown.
Ah, good point there.
Copper roof lasts forever if you take care of it.
So this little clearing right here is a Hugo mound.
That's where the real plants go, SoCal?
Not this year, but probably next year.
Why not this year?
It's not ready yet.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, there's something in it. Put your cucumber.
Yeah, you got irrigation going.
Yeah, I got potatoes.
Oh, good. Cool.
Potatoes going around the outside edge.
Right, get grounded.
Yeah.
Planted a lot of fucking potatoes, man.
Dude, I planted too many. I got fucking lemons coming out the fucking ass, dude.
Nice.
Cool too.
I gotta trim this fucking tree down or something because I got way too many of these things.
You should be able to eat those up fast.
Wow.
Yeah. Dude, they're like I tell all my neighbors, just come over and get them. Because I mean, look at the size of these fucking
Yeah,
things.
make
dude.
lemonade, dude. Those are beautiful lemons too. There's a
Right?
ton on
Look
there.
that. Case them up and sell them, SoCal.
Right? No shit, man. There's a lot
Dude,
of fucking
man.
Look at
lemons
them,
on there,
yeah.
dude. I didn't know they
10
flew out like
minutes.
that.
I
Oh,
can
yeah.
squeeze those
Make
in
your
my
land
hand.
pay for itself.
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
Dude, there's probably 200 lemons on this tree right now.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
enough
plant
for
another
the
one.
box. You could go sell that. You know what I mean?
Dude, plant 10 more and retire.
Shit.
Go get some netted bags, bag up 5 to 10, and make 5 and 10 packs, and go sell them bitches for like fucking 75 cents a lemon or some shit.
There's more than that here for a good one.
No, do
Really?
do $3 a piece or 2 for $5.
Probably down there, especially.
Get in sombrero and go in the street corner.
Sell them to the bars. Go to the
$1.25. You get $1.25 for those big ones.
Those are nice lemons, though, man.
They looked really good.
Makes me think of one guy here in Michigan, Gary. I can't think of it. It's something concessions, but he always does fresh squeezed lemonade at the.
Nice.
So
There you go. Right amount of sugar. That's a little bit of ice. That's worth more than there's more money in the lemonade there isn't just one lemon.
yeah, he does them medicated and non-medicated. It's all just in the sugar, different sugar that he adds.
I had a lemon tree in the back of the yard. It kind of was like a key lime lemon, half and half lime lemon. Oh man, 20 of those come off. You could make.
Here you go, Smiley. Here's a little hippie goggle, baby.
He's got hundreds of them. He's probably got 100 lemons right there. Probably right.
I got hippie goggles about to go in flower do so fast. So.
Oh, nice. Yeah, this guy lives in the greenhouse already. He started out here. So
200 lemons, man.
I got to do something about this fucking oregano, dude. This shit's overtaking everything.
Make a sauce.
Right?
Yeah, you can freeze that. You can freeze that concentrate too if you want. That lemon.
Yeah.
Smash
Oh,
them
yeah.
up.
Fucking green onions, dude. I went a little big on those too. They're flowering. They look fucking cool as hell. Flower.
Yeah, that's cool. I heard
None of the
nice
bunch of stuff. I got some kale coming up, but man, nothing. It got cold again.
Nice.
This should have we dropped down cold.
I got to actually get in here and take care of the greenhouse because I haven't done shit in here.
What's green?
Got fucking celery going on right here.
What's your
What?
temperature like down there?
In here in the greenhouse, so it's probably 70 right now as we speak.
Nice temperature.
Fucking potatoes are loving life.
Yeah, dude. When did you plant them? They were big.
Dude, these have only been in for like a month.
Or otherwise it gets too hot for them or something? Is that what
I don't know. It's the first time I've done them in here,
Okay.
but I got 2 beds of them, which I think might be too much.
'Cause they kind of do their own life cycle too, I'm pretty sure. They just,
Yeah.
because you let them go until the stalks kind of die off or whatever.
Yep. This is all lettuce over here. Like 5 different kinds of lettuce in there.
I tried something different with my potatoes this year because I don't know, digging them out was kind of a bitch. I kept cutting them and shit. So yeah, I put all the leaves on my potato bed. So I had the thick mat, and then I just fucking scraped that back, and I set the potato right on top of the where it was. I didn't dig it down or nothing. But then I added soil on top of all the leaves and that. You know what I mean? So.
Dude, you want to see something funny?
I'm gonna try that pile it up technique or whatever. Just keep...
This right here is one of those potato bags, like the potato grow bags, right? And I left some potatoes in it just because like they were like little tiny ones and shit.
Yeah.
They're actually starting to grow in the bag. Nothing there, no soil, no nothing, but there's fucking shooting out shoots.
Good humidity still.
Yeah. But this is all cover crop that I threw in just for over the winter that went fucking ballistic. That's all still cover crop right there. And then
Two
I got
times I've ever grown potatoes, I've used it like it was a potato bucket. You pull it out and harvest your potatoes like a bucket inside of a bucket. But it had, you could access two sides of the bucket or good half. Reach in, grab potatoes and harvest. It's pretty cool setup.
Dude, these right here are all sunflowers that are supposed to be like they call them like the chocolate cherry sunflower. They're supposed to be like black and red flower on it. We'll see in a few months here.
That's cool. Do you do anything with the sunflower? Like, we didn't make anything happen with that this year. I grew them and they looked cool, and then they died, and then.
Yeah. I pretty much use them just for like pollinator.
Yeah, they're just for looks, right?
Yeah.
You can eat the seeds, but the birds usually get to them, or at least the birds were quick.
Well, I kind of encourage the birds, dude. I got fucking bird feeders all over my yard.
Eat them bad bugs.
Yep. Yeah, there's one on each side of the greenhouse, and there's one hanging over in that tree over there. And then got a whole nother fucking pollinator garden going on. Get out of there, you fuck. Got a whole nother pollinator garden going right here.
Dog digging.
I wonder if a bat house would be some kind of like good. Or the bats eat everything probably. They probably eat the pollinators, the good, the bad, everything, right?
If I was in Michigan, I'd give a Martin house.
Yeah, the pollinators are only out during the daylight, right?
Yeah. But dude, this pea, let's see, from end to end, that's a 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9.
You ever had a Martin house in your backyard?
13.
I've seen them though. Don't they mount them real high?
Yeah.
Yeah.
My dad still has 2 right now. So he still puts them on.
They kind of look like a barn swallow or something, a little different, but
it's just like a slit, right?
But they're not as aggressive in your face as a barn swallow will get. But they'll eat every bug in the area.
Fucking red clover flowers right there.
They got a sweet song to them.
I heard white clover is the better one because it stays shorter.
This, dude, believe it or not, all of this right here, which is I'm almost 6 feet tall. This shit's just about overhead.
The corn?
The pea is probably, I'm gonna call that like fucking 9 feet tall. But this pretty much all came out of fucking cover crop. I decided to throw some cover crop seed in the raised beds just to overwinter it. And dude, there's so much fucking shit like oats and fennel and fucking all of that shit in here mixed in.
Cool.
Looks good.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Choppy droppy or what?
Snake in there. They get a snake in there.
Yeah. I mean, this whole bed, it's just a cover crop bed. It was my strawberry bed, but they started taking over and like none of them actually made it into the house.
Dude, it looks like it's full of seeds. You have to worry about that shit regrowing or what?
I hope it does.
Oh, okay.
You're just gonna let it go that way?
You don't have to worry about that. Yeah. Okay.
Once I harvest the majority of these peas, I'm gonna fucking chop and drop all this shit back in. And then I got my compost pile. You can't see it, but it's right on the other side over here. I'm gonna fucking layer it up with my compost pile.
Oh, there you go.
And fucking go for it. But I mean, there's peas all over this fucking thing. So they're not all ready yet, but you know, they're getting there. So I actually just had a whole shitload of these with dinner tonight.
You could take all that and chop it down and shove it in a big old bucket and cover it with water and just let it sit there and rot and just drain the water off, and you'd get some of the best water you ever had.
Oh yeah. Well, my compost. I got a little compost pile going right here. So I mean, you can see like the eggshells and shit that the dogs have like drug out.
There you go.
You know, the compost pile is right in the middle of the garden now. So that's and this is all cover crop over here that just like I threw wild cover crop seed, and so I'm just gonna chop and drop everything, and then the compost is already starting to look halfway decent. I turned it a little bit today, but you know that's already starting to look pretty good.
Yeah.
So,
I gotta turn mine from winter.
Yeah, it's worth it.
It sank down a ton over winter. I think a lot of that's just it settling and shit, but it's like it sank down a lot.
You know, I've seen some hugel beds and people put like damn ass big logs in there. That shit don't melt away and like get crushed in.
Yeah, it does. That's kind of the whole point. Is like you put your big ass logs at the bottom, and they decompose over time and give you a really good freaking carbon base.
Well, people put fresh logs and shit too, but really what I've heard you want is like in the woods where there's one that like the bark's all fall off it, you know what I mean? And it'll kind of almost go in your hand, like some of that shit's
Yeah. Well, the stuff that I put in my hugel mound over there in the bottom of it was all shit that's been laying in the yard for almost 2 years. So it was already starting to break down.
But it holds moisture and it doesn't disappear right away.
Yeah.
The design of it is really to hold a lot of moisture. That's the one thing, like, I don't know, a lot of people realize when they do them in Michigan, like it holds a lot of moisture.
It's a sponge. It's basically meant to be a sponge as it breaks down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like using if you had all clay, you put it in the bottom because you're filling the clay with some kind of medium. So you want to drainage at the bottom. So instead of using stone, if I wasn't, I mean, you could go better than that. You could go to a couple of stone bases on the bottom of that, with a pipe underneath that, and that pipe draining to a catch pond where you can get it. You don't lose nothing, man. Right? So if you're building one of those in your backyard, you could lay it just like you did a drainage area, with that catching the runoff 5 foot down, 6 foot down. Just a big one.
Yeah, I got a shitload of pollinator stuff out here. Actually, you guys want to see something funny? Fucking I threw some strawberries, just threw actual strawberries on the ground out here. And now I got a fucking shitload of strawberries growing.
That's awesome.
Like, these are in my driveway.
Strawberries are hardy as shit, man. They they go nuts.
I mean, this is from a fucking strawberry that I threw on the ground.
You have to like freeze them before their seeds will even like want to take root.
Skip the cover crop part, just plant all your good seeds and just come back like now and just harvest the shit like a cover crop would be.
Yeah, what's wrong with strawberries for cover crop, dude? They fucking stay low.
Right?
And they throw this nice like shade leaf or whatever. They shade the ground pretty good.
Yeah.
Just a vine, right?
And they always come back. You don't have to replant them and shit. They just keep doing it.
Yeah, they come back with a fucking vengeance.
Yeah, you really gotta kind of be mindful. I have my bed of them is like totally overflowing. It's all in the walkways and shit. They're growing out everywhere, dude.
Yep.
Strawberries popping up in the other bed next to it and shit.
Is that strawberries you're saying?
Strawberries, yeah. They send out those runners and they fucking.
Yeah.
I'm not sure how many years we had. Everybody got mowed down. Yeah, we never
So
grew
with that being said, do you think there's any possibility? I know that I've heard the story of the strawberry cough, and I know it isn't necessarily based on the strawberry field thing, but do you think it's possible you get a reoccurring fermenting fruits dropping in that soil like that, leaving terps behind? And even we were talking about the other night, Tal, right? Terps through the root system, right? So you think there's any possibility of like dropping cannabis in there and it having some strawberry taste to it?
I don't know. That kind of sounds a little far fetched. You know what I mean? Because like, if that were the case, then like, you know, take like a corn farm, right, where they have corn and then something else, and then you know they move their crop to a different location every year. Wouldn't like the fucking potatoes taste like corn the next year, or vice versa?
I can get a cannabis plant to change flavor with coffee grounds. Get it
No,
smelling.
yeah. I'm a believer that what you input, especially at the end of flower, is going to affect the taste because I did it. Freaking shit was looking a little nutrient deficiency. I threw up fucking Roots organic soil right on it about 2 weeks maybe before the end of flower, maybe 3 weeks. I don't remember what it was, but whatever. I swear the smoke tasted. It didn't really smell like it, but it tasted like Roots organic soil.
So, I mean, should I be good? Does that mean I should be throwing a bunch of cheese in my fucking planters towards the end of, you know?
Absolutely.
Fish is another example. You know,
Yeah,
it's possible pulling out those terps and all.
Yeah, Breeder Steve says the guy he just walked in with the weed in his backpack, and Breeder Steve's like, "Oh, you grew that with fish emulsion or fish, whatever fish product." He's like, "Yeah, how'd you know?" He's like, "I could smell it from here." So that's pretty.
I think it's proof, isn't it? Like something that we know that the plants communicate through terpenes, and I think the cannabis plant is adaptive like that, like you guys are describing, where it can express different flavors based on the environment that it's in. So strawberries are part of that environment, and then those strawberry roots are communicating to the cannabis plant that tries to mimic that, or if anything, it would add to the terroir of it, or the environment of it. So I think it could have some effect. To what extent and on each strain, I don't know. It might be one set of genetics with a certain cut want to respond to it stronger than another set of genetics.
Well, like using fermented plant juices, like few growers do there, corresponding with nodes already found in the strain there. You know what I mean? To enhance no.
Strawberry juice would be a pH down like lemon juice.
I don't know. I got a bunch of lemons. I can grow a plant right next to this fucking lemon tree and see if I get fucking, lemon skunk or something.
The best way to do that. Sorry.
No, you go, Canada.
Oh, I was gonna say the best way to do that is take brown rice vinegar, a little bit of like oyster shell, some aloe. After you like use that to make like calcium, a ready available calcium, and then make the aloe vera, and then like kind of add like malted sugars, and say like if you want it to taste like pineapple, put some pineapple in it. If you want it to taste more like lemons, put a little citrus in it, and you just like let that shit kind of like sit around and kind of just brew it a little bit, Put a little airlock on top of a growler or some shit like that, and let that shit fucking mix around and have that shit be a spray. Find out what works.
Okay, but so on the logic that it'll take up the flavors of whatever's around it, where did the diesel come from then? Like, did somebody grow in an old gas station?
I don't.
People that smuggled it in a fuel cell. That's what.
Yeah, but it would have already been dead at that point.
Go get some old motor oil.
That's why it's genetics. The seeds were in there with it, so it carried genetics.
Well, even if it were dead, SoCal, it would still, it's fibrous. It's fucking fibrous. It would take in that gas smell.
Yeah, but
A
the
little
next
bit.
seeds won't have
Fucking
it. Yo,
just, you know how I know that? Go ahead and go ahead and I'm talking. So, put your shit in a pickle jar and tell me if your fucking whatever strain doesn't take in pickle.
That's true.
Yeah, but from seed.
I mean,
I had that.
right.
yeah,
know,
from seed.
People have cover crop. They don't taste like the cover crop. I don't think it's like that necessarily, especially that potent. But you know, it does say the couple websites say basil helps increase terps. It doesn't say increase basil terps, but it increases terps supposedly if the companion planted with cannabis.
Definitely, they fucking battle each other. I think they want to be the loudest plant around. I definitely think they fucking battle for terps.
Wow, I never thought about that.
I think that's why a lot of people say that fucking having multiple strains in a garden doesn't all your stuff taste the same after a while. No. Yeah, I think it's always been the case. Just like I said, they always kind of work off each other to be the loudest one in the garden. I've never had them taste the
I'm
same.
just saying, like, I mean, we know that the genetics express differently based on environment. So I would imagine to some extent changes in that environment, including different companion plants, would affect the expression of the plant in some form. You know? So,
The thing you gotta realize before you're like trying to set those environmental standards is that when those plants evolved genetically, they established themselves as a land race. And you have to think of how many seasons it takes to make a land race. It's a minimum of 7 seasons. So if you go through and you have 7 established runs in your garden and stuff, you've essentially made your own land race, and that's used to your environment.
So you think that if environment plays that big of a role on like what's going on in the terpene profile, do you think because of pest pressures, whatever pressures in the room, that even though you were running multiple strains, if you tested them across the board, do you think there would be like an underlining, say, in, for example, like Mercium level, even across the board if they all had that present mill?
No.
well, no, because you'd have different genetics that are going to respond and express differently to that.
And also, you're going to have different plants around it in that same environment over the years. You're not going to have a consistent thing. So you're actually changing the environment. So you have to have that thing isolated because, like you're saying, gas exchanges between the plants, like they're a factor. And if you keep
That's why it's like, that's why the same cut is, it's the same genetics, but it'll express differently in different rooms. Because the genetics are expressing based on the environment. So,
I get all that. But I'm just saying, like, say, if like whatever terpene, whatever they're using for, say, their defense, you know what I mean? They're calling out using it for whatever reason. Do you think that if there was, like, say, a bug pressure, okay, that all of them would secrete that stay the fuck away from me
not
terp
all
across the level? Or do you think that's what I'm saying? If they had them present in it, different strains, different profiles, you know what I mean? But they were like had that in them. Do you think it would all equal out? You could like start to then go, okay, this level Mercium A whatever is regulated for bug pressures, you know, XX. You could actually start to use those numbers to kind of judge a room a little bit.
I see what you're saying, like a shared root zone where they're communicating through the roots. So like that, they tracked that too, and like trees, didn't they? Where like one side of the field got infected, and then the other side of the field was like responding to it already. They figured out that there was like a communication between the roots of the infected plant all the way miles away to these other trees that were like. Dude, I just seen a thing too on Joe Rogan. he was talking, I forget who it was, but they were talking about corals and like specific corals of a species all the way around the world. Doesn't matter what's going on, anything. They all fucking spawn at the identical time, and they'll be around other corals species that don't spawn, but they have their own designated that species, and it's different all the time. But the corals somehow all the way around the world have the identical fucking. They know exactly when to all.
It's a different day every time. Like one year it'll be May 15th.
Yeah,
and one,
yeah.
It's wild,
It's
dude.
a different time, and they adjust it, but they all somehow know this. How do they communicate? Okay, it's 5 o'clock on this fucking day. We're all gonna.
We're doing this thing.
Yeah,
They couldn't figure it out.
Basically, they telepathically share a Google Calendar with each other, and they're like, "All right, this species has this week. This species has that week."
Right.
But that's the craziest phenomenon. I never knew that about coral. Like that's wild.
I wonder if that sent some coring across the world, like with.
It's consistent if it's in an aquarium, if it's like in a.
Dude, that is wild.
Yeah.
That
Like
is really
they have to
wild.
be in the ocean. They're like kept in aquariums, and they'll do the same exact time, everything.
And scientists couldn't figure out how they're communicating.
No,
Did they try?
They don't have a clue. Like, how the fuck, dude? Like, they don't have a clue. I don't know.
Crystals.
Like, what? Yeah, unless it's some kind of a trigger that we don't know about, and that specific thing is, like a radio station. It's tuned to when that specific.
Right. It's gotta be.
They all
It's gotta be
go.
something that travels through air, time, space, everything, right? It's gotta.
Yeah.
If it's
They
going
all
into
have-
aquariums.
They all have underwater spores that they have in them. They communicate with each other through some sort of shroom network.
Yeah, but if he's in an aquarium, though, dude.
It's got to be linked. It's got to be linked to the sun and the moon cycles because those are the only two things that are kind of consistent worldwide.
Then it would happen on the same day every day, like May 15th every year. But he's saying it changes every year.
There's also like magnetic poles and all kinds of shit like that too. You know what I mean? It could be triggered by some kind of a change in the magnetic field of some type.
The way that the scientists described it, and the only way they could quantify it in a word, was like it's a telepathy they have. They all share with each other.
Amazing, dude. Creation is amazing.
How does that? Okay, look at the ones that are like in the fucking aquarium. They're cut off.
Yeah,
So-
no. They said you could go ahead and take a piece of coral, put it in a bucket in water, and put it under your sink, and it would spawn at the same exact time as all the same species around the world. It would just know.
Yeah, let me tell you, there's so many phenomena that discredit evolution that I don't know how scientists, quote, still push that shit. That's
aliens,
all I'm saying.
Dude,
fucking aliens.
it's ridiculousness. It's absolute ridiculousness.
Yeah. Like those funguses that go into worms or whatever they go into, take over the brain and then do crazy fucked up shit that don't make sense. Go to the top of a tree and hope a bird gets them. There's no way that fungus knew through evolution to invade some fucking bug, somehow take over its brain, make it crawl up to the top of a tree and wait for a bird to eat it so it can fucking spread its reproduction. Like, that's just fucking ridiculous. People got to be on drugs to think that some sort of evolutionary fucking
It's top-down design, yeah.
Yeah, dude, there's no way. I don't know.
We wouldn't have been able to randomly come up
to make those connections. Yeah, it's bullshit, dude. And anyone who says otherwise has to like look at it logically and be like, yeah, there's just no way to make that connection, random connection that fungus is going to go into a worm or a snail, right? You guys know what I'm talking about. And make it do shit that will make it benefit itself. There's no way it would know that it would benefit itself and evolve that way.
Yeah, the stuff that goes into ants is the cordyceps.
Right, and there's other ones. There's like all different ones that affect different creatures.
Yeah, different ones. There's ones for bees. There's one for worms.
They talk about the holobiome now too. They're looking at that more like how interconnected everything is and interdependent everything is. It's like irreducibly complex. You can't reduce it down to this one start. This one thing is the start of it all, or whatever, because it's all interconnected. That one thing needs to have these other things to be able to survive, and do its whole life cycle. So it's way bigger and more complex than what we've even come to realize. The more we learn, how complex it is, and then it's like more. Instead of like getting an answer to the question, it's like we just got 10 more questions. That's all.
Yeah, like how the fuck?
In every level, it's just 10 more questions. 10 more questions.
Well, and that goes with kind of anything though too. 'Cause I've been doing a shitload of research on mule deer, right? Because deer tags went on sale today out here, and I've been doing a fuck ton of research on mule deer. All I've got out of it so far is fucking more questions. But it's like, it's
What's a
also
mule
led me
deer?
down. What's that?
What's a mule deer? First off,
Right. It's a fucking big ass deer.
okay.
Ass deer. It's just like any other deer, but they got fucking big ass fucking donkey ears on them. So, but just in the research on the mule deer and the different patterns and diets and all that shit in the different areas has thrown me down the rabbit hole of the different fucking plant species in the different areas and all that shit. So all it's really doing is fucking adding more questions. So you look for information, you end up with more fucking questions on other shit.
Yeah. Oh, I saw this really interesting thing about how our food is getting less and less nutrient rich,
Yeah.
And the chick said, people believe, you give the soil all the nutrients and micronutrients it needs, and it'll bulk up the nutrition in food. They saying that ain't true. Basically, it's the species of the plants. Like certain carrots have shit ton more nutrients than other whatever. I don't know if they're species, I don't know what you call them, but other variety of carrots and all those fruits, all the food, certain strains. It's more strain specific than soil specific. The chick was saying, right. And she was like, "That's a misconception. People don't understand." But I'm sure if there's deficiency, obviously, of shit in the soil, it's not going to make it into the plant. So you need a certain level of nutrition, I'm sure.
Well, a lot of that though goes to the production factor, because look at the people. Okay, you go to the grocery store and you buy, I don't know, fucking whatever, pick a fucking something out of the vegetable aisle in the grocery store, right? That specific product is not bred for quality, it's bred for quantity. So you're breeding quality out of a lot of this shit to get production. Farmer Bob out there doesn't want to grow fucking lettuce that's going to be high in nutrition. He wants to grow lettuce that's going to be a very high turnover rate and get his shit on the store shelves as fast as possible.
Well, there's a difference too when you look at what they've discovered now in the rhizophagy cycle, and that shuts down. They know that shuts down when the application of fertilizer. You know what I mean? So like those endophytic bacteria play a role even in our digestive system. So like having that biology in the cells of the plant that we eat, when we consume that, like they talk about probiotics, but the probiotics, to my understanding, only make it to like the upper part of your GI, your digestive system, where when it's inside the cells of the plant and the fiber, that it makes it all the way through your digestive tract that way. And it'll eventually be inoculating that whole path, and that's like where it can actually make you healthier by eating your food. That's the food is medicine type idea, like having the biology there versus like feeding it the right amount of nutrients. It's like giving it the correct biology that's going to support that.
I'm going to skip it all. I'm just going to start eating my dirt. Just skip the middleman.
Well, the dirt would be a way too, because that's going to make it all the way through your digestive, right?
Yeah.
If they're using the right soil, dude, you're getting a lot of nutrition in there anyway. So you're getting your calcium and your iron and your magnesium, and you're getting all that.
If there's enough protozoa in there, a little bit of protein maybe.
But there is like a chemical type absorption side of things, but the complexity gets even greater when we learn about, you know what I mean, the plants are eating the fucking bacteria and they're getting the nutrients from the bacteria too, and they're farming that bacteria. There's a, you know what I mean, there's a created order to that even in itself too, you know what I mean? So it's kind of like, I don't know, it's mind blowing.
Well, okay, so Tal, you're talking about eating your dirt, right?
Yeah.
Here's a weird little thing that I found out doing all this research on deer out here. One of the best deer attractants is good soil.
That makes sense, kind of.
Well,
you know, around here, people are
Good
planting
vegetation.
deer stand cover crop shit so that, you know, they plant the deer will come around and eat the cover crop and they'll be right there to shoot them up.
Right.
Tons and tons of apples.
But that's the story behind Albrecht that I heard just the other day. I was listening to a guy talk about that, and he was like grew up farming cattle, and the cows kept trying to escape to go eat the grass across the street or some shit like that. And then he was like, and then he was growing up during that, and then he started wondering like, well, why
they want
the
that
cows
grass?
want the grass across the street when they got plenty of grass here, you know, and they were fertilizing and all that. They had pastures and shit, and they would have it, you know, they'd add more nitrogen to try to make the cows happy, but they still wanted to cross the street. And then he started studying it, and it was a different type of soil, and those plants across the street, even though they looked the same, had a better nutrient content. There was something in it that the cows wanted, and they sought out. That's why they kept trying to escape to get across there. And that's what put him on the path of like figuring out his like balances of soil and the studies that he did of figuring out that proper nutrient balance for the soil. You know?
Cows prefer organic grass.
Yeah.
Well, it's the nutritional value. Okay, so all this research I've been doing lately, I went down the rabbit hole of what, why, and when deer are eating certain things. And it all boils down to one thing: the nutritional value in the whatever they're foraging on. So there'll be a field of clover, right? And then 100 yards away, there'll be another field of clover. But that other field is getting just decimated while the other one's just not even getting touched. Turns out it's the nutritional value in the two different fields. So some way, somehow, these animals actually understand that, hey, you know, field A is way more nutritious than field B. So fuck field B. We'll go sleep over there and we'll go eat over in this other field.
No, animals know, man. They offer them cattle GMO grain and, you know, regular grain. And they want to eat the GMO grain. They want to eat it.
Yeah.
My dogs know too, dude. They don't like the milk bones. Those aren't good for them or whatever. They don't eat that shit. Like they put it down and like they get all excited to get a treat and you hand it to them and they're like, oh,
you.
put it down shit.
Dude, if I give my dog the choice of like those bacon strip things that you buy at the fucking pet store and a piece of bell pepper, they're taking that fucking bell pepper every time.
That's cool. Yeah, my dog
over bacon.
Potatoes over.
Yeah, those fucking bacon. What are they called? Bacon strips or whatever.
Oh, that I can see, but bacon, not real life bacon.
Oh, real life bacon? No, that shit don't stand a chance.
I was just talking about that, like say yesterday. Why do fucking dogs fucking go crazy? I mean, dogs go literally crazy over ham and bacon. I know every dog I've ever had fucking goes literally nuts for.
They eat pigs in the wild, dude.
Yeah, it's the fat and protein, and it just stimulates every trigger.
Don't you like bacon?
Right, it's fucking bacon, man. Like
bacon, dude. That's why.
I'll do some stupid shit for bacon. I mean, fuck, dude.
It is
there's
bacon,
a donut shop out here, There's a donut shop out here that makes these fucking maple
I
bars
am too, though.
covered in bacon, dude. If you've never had a fucking maple bacon donut, you haven't lived.
I saw the one you posted. That looked pretty good
Yeah.
there, so Kyle, I must say.
It is
Oh, yeah.
surprisingly good. I've had one before. They're like,
I had a bacon
Yeah.
maple muffin once, which is pretty damn good.
yeah, I wouldn't have thought to put bacon on the donut, but it definitely works on the maple donuts, man.
Bacon's
Yeah.
a lot like weed. It makes everything better.
Right?
Yeah, if you had a fucking maple bar with bacon on it, dude, you'll never want another donut again.
I wouldn't go that far. That's the blueberry glazed donuts are pretty
Love my donuts.
Yeah, put bacon on it.
on a blueberry
I love
glazed
bacon.
donut. I don't like that.
But there's a place in Flint, Michigan, Abbott's Meat. I don't even know if they're open anymore, but you could go in there and fucking get ends, miscellaneous pieces from bacon that were like ends and pieces, basically. Oh, that shit was so good. Of bacon. And it'd be like just big old thick hunks of bacon. You fry that shit up like bacon. Oh man, I'd take that shit over bacon any day. The ends and pieces. It's another must stop. I get that shit. The ends and pieces stuff. That's that.
What's it like? Bacon burnt ends type deal or what?
It's like when they get down and can't cut it anymore into like slabs and all the shit they cut off, make it what it is. But it's just like random cuts of goodness. It's random fat hunks of goodness is what that shit is, man. You ever see bacon ends and pieces?
Where's the beef?
Grab that shit.
We got some thick cut bacon. It was like 1/4-inch thick cut bacon a few years back, and I was smoking that shit on the grill, dude. It was so good.
Oh, dude, yeah.
So good.
Bacon on the fucking smoker. That's like, yeah. You just want to put that shit in your lip and suck on it like chew.
Oh, I wonder if anybody smoked, put their weed and smoked up the bacon. I don't never
Yes.
smoked anything.
Like all
Yes.
that trim and shit. Like just
Oh
really
yeah,
good.
dude. That was the best of both worlds. You got smoke infused cannabis, smoke infused bacon, man. That's
I
a
don't know.
win-win.
Gotta try that, Tal. Let us know.
There you go. Get on it, Smiley.
Yeah.
They fucking one day at one of the cups, I was doing the TGA booth there, and fucking right across from us was just that. It was fucking strips of bacon, 16 to 18 inches long, roughly 3/8 to a 1/2 inch thick, and like a fucking skewer, and they were barbecuing it fucking with fucking medicated sauce. You could get barbecue, teriyaki, fucking. The line for that place was endless, and we were on like the end of the fucking, you know what I mean? The win that day, which is so man, we were just eating it all day, but couldn't get over there because we were both pretty fucking busy. But at the end of the day, they hooked us up, man. They really did. They fucking let us try pretty much everything. But man, that shit.
Nice.
There's
You gotta watch-
Great idea.
Go ahead, man.
sorry, I was gonna say there's a Peruvian food truck, and you can go get like deep fried like bacon, like really thick cut bacon and stuff. And it's fucking delicious, like absolutely delicious. I can't remember what it's called. Sorry, that's it.
Sorry. Don't be sorry for sharing your bacon stories.
Deep fryer is good. Dropping that bacon in the deep fryer, it gets like crispy without it getting like totally burnt. And that's the way I like my bacon, crispy but not totally burnt. But when I go into a deli, I tell them burn the bacon because they don't know what crispy means. If I don't tell them to burn it, then it don't come out crispy. I hate rubber. I hate rubbery bacon. That's nasty, dude.
Back to like
In my
fucking
opinion.
like Smiley's like adventure earlier day, like the gems you can find along the way. if you have a love for bacon and you're in pretty much Birch Run, you got to hit Tony's restaurant there and fucking they do basically that, Tal. They fucking deep fry bacon. I bet you by the end of the day, they're probably literally just frying bacon in bacon grease. You know what I mean? And they literally, if you get a hamburger with bacon on it, there's like a pound of fucking bacon on the burger. You get a fucking baked potato with fucking bacon on it, pound of fucking bacon on it. Fucking Lord forbid you fucking ask for a side of bacon because it's just a platter of heart attack. Well, it is. It's awesome. Yeah, that's great. No lie. It's known for that. Seriously.
Check this shit out. The wife brought me home some weird shit from fucking her little road trip to Texas. Fucking python jerky.
What?
Yeah.
What's it taste like? Have you had it yet?
I haven't tried it yet.
It's
like python.
Kangaroo jerky. What?
Snake?
Yeah. Kangaroo and fucking alligator.
Alligator?
Yeah.
I seen a place in Michigan that had a big sign like that with all the exotic beef jerkies.
I don't know, dude. I never really thought about eating a fucking kangaroo.
Oh, you seen it in jerky? I could relate on that.
They're kind of treated like deer out in Australia, aren't they? I mean,
I don't know. We're gonna find out right now if it's any good.
Like they hunt them because cars run into them and shit. Like we do.
Which one you gonna try?
I'll try the kangaroo first. Why not?
There was a place near me that had alligator meat, I think ostrich meat too, and something else. I didn't try any of it though. I wasn't interested really.
You think like that would be some good fucking jerky? Get some like that leg or calf meat on a kangaroo that's been bouncing all day. That stringy shit probably be some good jerky. I mean, like literally jerky.
I don't know. So as far as it smells like, I don't know, fucking beef jerky. It tastes like
chicken.
Goat. I'll take goat all day long.
Fuck. That's weird.
What is it? The python? Is that what you ate?
Kangaroo.
Kangaroo.
The python
tastes like fuck.
I never tasted a fuck.
You haven't lived, man.
It doesn't all taste like chicken for sure.
No, it definitely does not taste like chicken. It tastes like, dude, I'm gonna have to say it tastes like kangaroo.
I bet something like venison would have been like
yeah, that's what I was gonna guess, like deer meat.
No.
Not even like gamey. Can you do it?
It's gamey, but it's more like a soapy, leathery kind of gamey, I guess. It doesn't taste like I would have expected. I'll tell you that.
Are you gonna eat more of it? That's the question. Are you gonna eat more of it?
Would you suggest it to somebody else if you seen like? I seen it in the store. Would you be like, yeah, get that kangaroo, man?
I would say definitely try it. You know, just because, you know, fuck, how often do you get to eat kangaroos?
Well, if you don't want to eat them, I mean, it's like, here, dude, you want these fries? They taste like shit. It's like, no, it tastes like shit.
Right? I don't know. Let's try the python.
Go for broke.
Yeah, it's kind of weird.
So was it like dry? Was it like jerky, or was it like wet?
No, it's kind of chewy. It's kind of chewy, which is kind of making me a little weirdly hesitant to try the fucking goddamn fucking python.
That's what I like about jerkies like that. Really, I miss jerky like ain't jerky anymore. Yeah, like where you actually had to like it was dry. You had to like fucking rip at it. You know what I mean? It's fucking wet and it's fucking it's not like it used to be. It's more tender.
Right? Yeah, it's more like fucking.
You want a tender, dude.
No, I want that fucking like pit bull. I want to fucking. I want to gnaw on it for a minute, then rip off the fucking head. That's what I like. The old school jerky. Jerky.
You got to jerk it to rip it off.
Oh wow!
Yeah.
And when all the bars were selling that one brand, they all came the same at one time. Didn't matter where you went in the country. And it was good dark jerky.
Okay, the python definitely tastes like they smell. Like, if you've ever held a fucking snake, it definitely tastes like a fucking snake smells.
That's gross.
Yeah.
Are you gonna eat more of that one?
Probably not.
No.
No, that one's kind of.
They smell like cucumbers. So
that one's very fucking gamey and weird, and yeah, that one's weird.
Never eaten one.
I wouldn't recommend it.
I'm not gonna start.
Yeah, the python's kind of fucking woo. Yeah, that's definitely gamey.
Snakes are crazy as fuck. Do you think there's a giant pythons out there? What do you think of that story?
I don't know.
They have
Dude, but
video of them.
I mean, it tastes like you would think a Burmese python would taste.
I have no idea what it tastes like.
If that snake ate a human being and now you're eating it, does that make you a cannibal?
Maybe. By default, I guess.
Everything we eat ate a human smiley.
Eating it's the last thing I think about when fucking I see snake. I'm literally thinking shovel, stick, shotgun.
I don't think I'm the shark is for her mom, but I don't think I would try that one anyway because it's fish.
Dude, I watched this YouTube channel. They got some sort of dehydrated squid in like a vacuum sealed packages, and it was like a challenge. They all had to eat it. They ate it. I couldn't believe they were eating shit, dude. It was wild.
But see, now this is what beef jerky should be like. Like fucking, I can't even break it, dude. I gotta like fucking rip it apart.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, that's bullshit.
That's jerky right there.
And what's that? The local jerky? What are you, big jerky fan?
No, the wife did a road trip to Texas last week, and I told her she wasn't allowed to come home unless she brought me some Texas barbecue from Texas. So instead, she brought me some fucking weird ass fucking animal jerkies.
Gas station style.
I've heard the alligator ain't too bad.
Oh shit!
I forgot.
I don't know. I'll stick with the peppered cow beef jerky for right now.
Yeah.
The kangaroo was okay. It was weird, a little gamey, a little leathery.
I don't like that soapy that you described. You described that soapy. I don't like that. Like, I don't know why.
Yeah.
That's always weird.
Don't need
that. Yeah, like almost like if you washed a pair of leather shoes in like Dawn dish soap.
Ooh. Nasty.
Yeah, it was a little weird.
I knew some guys that would smoke they were avid hunters and they would smoke all kinds of different shit. The elk I thought was really good. The elk jerky that the dude made was really good.
Oh yeah, elk and venison are really good.
Yeah, the venison's pretty good too. He does a really good job with them. There's kind of an art to cooking all that game stuff.
I think I'm going turkey hunting next weekend, so I'm hoping to do some turkey jerky. Yeah.
Dude, I'd seen some big turkeys around my parts. I don't know where they're hanging out, but there was a couple big ones, man.
Those fuckers get like 40 pounds.
Maybe you could make turkey ham.
There you go.
Fucking chicken ham.
It's a conspiracy. Chicken and now turkey. It's already spreading. It's already spreading. Turkey ham.
Lamb. About some
At the
lamb.
supply store today, and they had the chickens all out, the bins around them and shit.
At least I'll say I can at least say turkey will hold its own. I've actually seen a turkey loaf. Seen the turkey loaf, but I've never seen the chicken ham. Pretty much the same thing, isn't it? Same.
Wait, a turkey ham, is that kind of like a turducken?
See? See?
We
You
don't.
gotta try it. You gotta try it, so
The fuck is a turkey ham?
Better than a jackalope.
It's an ingredient in the Subway sub. Singapore.
All right. So like a fucking pig with feathers or what?
It's fun to imagine, though. The other way around.
I mean, you get the crisper machine out and make a chicken ham, real chicken ham.
I don't know,
And then
man.
we
I'll
could
tell
do
you what.
vice versa, ham chicken. Get some good chicken meat off a big fat pig.
Is there anything like the taco dogs down in Mexico?
Y'all good, man. Don't eat no dog.
That's how they got the Chihuahua.
No,
Right.
yeah.
Is that like a
Taco
version of
Bell.
a chili dog or some shit with taco?
Chili dog is a real dog.
That's what that was bred for, this thing, to eat.
Like
I'm pretty
Chihuahuas?
Yeah,
Old
I heard of
dogs.
somebody who was from there.
There's not even enough meat on a Chihuahua to eat, is there?
Dude, there's not enough meat on a
I don't know.
chicken. We eat them all the time. There's more bone than meat on a chicken.
I think Green Fingers could tell us if there's enough meat on a Chihuahua to eat.
Maybe they eat them when they're small and have a large herd. I'm not eating any dog. I don't want no dog.
I'm sure the red-tailed hawk wouldn't complain about snatching the chihuahua.
Right?
I'm a big dog person. I want a big dog. I'm gonna have a dog. I want something that would drag me out of a puddle of mud if I fall face first into it. I want a dog that's got my back, right? I gotta feed this thing. It gets cold in wintertime. Little Chihuahua's not gonna keep me very warm unless I got like 12 of them and sleep all the way around them.
A Chihuahua will keep you warm.
Jesus
Just add hot
Christ.
sauce on the side and you'll be good.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Little warmth on the head, yeah, right here. Keep an ear warm. Roll over, keep the other ear warm, I guess.
All right, cook it up with some Tabasco and some like Carolina Reaper. That thing will keep you warm all night.
Screw res. I don't know what it is, man, but them little dogs definitely put off for the last little one I had there. Remember I used to talk about little Ruby Dooby?
Yeah.
She could practically stand in my hand. And that girl would like sleep right there and she would fucking kick off. It was amazing. It blew my mind how much heat that little thing put off. I mean, there's literally times I'd have to move her and be like, God, you gotta move. You gotta move. You putting me, girl.
That'd be nice. You could teach her to get in and out of the freezer and get the ice pack. You bring the ice pack. As soon as you get down to the ice pack on your back, put it back in the freezer. Now you can lay on my back.
Some Miss Ruby Doobies there. She was the coolest little fucking dog. There's so many times that dog would like, I'd wake up and she'd either be sitting on my chest or like sitting close to me, just like looking at me. And as soon as I opened my eyes, she'd lick the tip of my nose. It was always like, morning, bro.
How much does she weigh?
Next to nothing, maybe 3-5 pounds. And I mean, 5 pounds would be heavy for her. She's tiny, little teacup.
That's why I sit on her. You be sitting on the car seat or something, I forget.
My kids used to laugh at me all the time because I would literally like walk around with her like a little baby, Google her every morning, belly up, holding her just like a little baby, tickling her belly. And they'd just fucking laugh at me. Just doesn't look right.
You just needed more kids.
Carrying her in your man purse.
I was half tempted there for a while when I was wearing sweatshirts, because I could tuck her in the pocket of a sweatshirt. I almost thought about cutting a little hole in the middle of it so I could pop out her little head.
That's funny.
I could see it now, man. Eagle walks into the fucking hardware store with a fanny pack and a little fucking dog sticking out.
Never a fanny pack. Never a fanny pack.
She's
Never.
Alive? She's still alive?
Never. Never.
How old is she still alive?
Huh? Yeah. I'm probably being treated well. And the mix of the breakup there, she was lost and then given away. I talked about it at one point because like during all that shit, I didn't even know she was like on like chopping block basically. And so when parted, they immediately got rid of Ruby Doobie. And so I never even got to say goodbye to her. So this is kind of a positive story here. Man.
You saw her in the store, right?
Yeah, I seen her in the store, Tal, at Christmas time. We were there and doing a little bit of shopping, and Lexi come up to me and she says, Ruby's here. And I'm like, what? She's like, yeah, Ruby's here. And I literally marched the store fucking until I found Ruby. And I'm surprised the lady, took it as well as she did. Because, like, I come like, I can have a march. And I had the march. And yeah, when I come up, it was quick. And I was like, in a very polite way, I'm like, is that Ruby? Is that dog's name Ruby? And she's like, yes. And I'm like, at that point, I have a little tear in the eye, and I'm like, that's my dog. I never got to say goodbye to her. So I hold her for a second. And she just didn't even skip a beat, just handed me the dog. And I got to hold her and say my goodbye. But nonetheless, as I talked to her, and I find out that she's like what she called the grandma, if you will. She's like, I just stopped to pick her up to take her shopping, and she had her in a little doggy purse. You know what I mean? And you could tell she was being pampered to the max. just as she should. So I did get some amazing closure on it all to know that she was, being very well taken care of, spoiled, loved it just as much as I loved her. So in the end, it worked. It was a nice goodbye.
It's been a couple of years, right? When that first happened.
A year and a half now.
Holy shit, it's been that long. Wow.
Just going. I remember saying, here's what I remember. And this is all I remember the conversation that had happened was, and she just going. You were just talking about her the night before. Like, I was like, they just got rid of the dogs. What? I didn't understand she was still a young dog. I thought she was an older dog. That's why it made it even worse.
She's an awesome dog.
How do you get rid of somebody's dog? You don't get rid of somebody's dog.
Now I get random pictures and I don't know how to feel about it.
You can always get another dog, man.
I got enough. I got enough now. I got all I can handle. The 3 boys. I'm good. I love them. Fucking dogs, man. I took them yesterday for a walk. And they were in each fucking direction. Literally. One here. I had him like kind of like a 10-foot retractable plus their 4-foot leash hooked onto that. So about 14 feet. And like they're like one like looping around behind me and shit. I kept having to like hopscotch because one's fucking running around me. And then at one point they were just like they were like, all right, on one, braid pattern, go, and just went. Oh yeah, it was they were full of it yesterday.
We had an Australian Shepherd. He'll do that too. He's got to like walk circles around you the whole time.
Yeah, I learned the hard way, man. My dogs don't belong on a leash. They do way better off the leash. I put them on a leash, I'm gonna get hurt.
I think still a matchup too, but unfortunately you have to. Sometimes I'm glad though, because every once in a while the boys do get a little squirrely out of sometimes take off.
Yeah, when I take mine out somewhere, like I usually take them away from people because I fucking hate people anyway. But we were out off-roading last year, and we get to the end of this fucking gnarly ass Jeep trail. Nope, we haven't seen anybody for 2 fucking hours. And all of a sudden, we're sitting there hanging out. The dogs are roaming around off the leash. And some dudes from, they had Montana license plates, pulled up off this Jeep trail. And guy goes to let his dog out of the back of his fucking Blazer that he was driving. And I'm like, dude, no, hold on. Let me put my dogs in my Jeep before you let your dog out. And he tells me, oh, no, my dog's good with other dogs. I'm like, no, you don't get it, dude. I'm putting mine away because if you let your dog out, mine are going to fuck your dog up. So he tells me, oh, no, it's all good, dude. It's all good. Opens up the back of his fucking Blazer. His dog jumps out. And he's like, dude, I'm not worried about it. My dog's fast. I'm like, bro, my dogs are going to fuck your dog up. So the one dog comes up to my fucking dog and they're like, doing the butt sniff thing and all that. And the other one's sitting back looking like, yeah, what's up, motherfucker? What are you doing? What are you doing? This is our hood. All of a sudden, I don't know what it was, dude, but my 2 dogs just went fucking ballistic chasing this other one. It goes around the front of the dude's fucking Blazer. So one dog follows it around. The other dog goes around the other way and fucking meets him in the middle. Dude, they fucked that dog up. And the guy's like, what the fuck, man? What the fuck? I'm like, dude, I told you fucking 3 times. Let me put my dog away if you're going to let yours out. But dude, on the leash, it would have been even worse. They would have fucking dragged my ass over chasing that other dog.
Seen that kind of shit happen, or I didn't see it myself. A friend of mine's fucking dog. He's got a big fucking. She's a pit bull. Yeah, she's a big dog. It's kind of like a pit bull face. Sets up real high, real thick. And he keeps her on a chain, like
Yeah.
big girl. And the dog across the street, Max, would come over right on the edge of the property because he's a smaller dog. He got to roam free. And fucking Max would come over and piss on that fucking telephone pole all the fucking time. And that dog would run. And they fucking till she get to the end of that chain. About fucking, she was actually chained to like the corner of the building, and she felt like you could feel the building shake every time she fucking yanked on that bitch. And fucking, he'd go, I tell you, I don't know how many times. One of these days, she's gonna get your ass. She's gonna get loose. And one of those days, she did break loose and fucking took like a good nip out of that motherfucker. Just out of spite. That dog would just every day out of spite look at that dog. Look at her, literally look at her and piss on that pole like, and then like annually taunt her every day. And she got a good dog survived, man. He had a big fucking bald patch for a while, chunk out of him, but what can you say at that point? I mean, he actually warned.
Yeah.
Dog warned. He warned. Put it on a leash.
Yeah, that's why I have a big giant ass sign on my front gate, right at eye level. Like you have to look at the fucking sign to open my gate. It says dog will bite.
Jeez.
And yet,
some dogs are just like that. Some dogs have ticks. I know this dog in particular has been treated and babied all its life. But there's like one day I was petting her because she was super friendly. You know, you had no choice to pet her. She'd come up, just bump you until you fucking petted her and shit. But she didn't like. Dogs have released like an oxytocin when you rub their ears. They get like that's a high for them. So I naturally have that happen. Do that when I meet a dog. If she'll let me or go right behind, I usually will like rub the ear a little bit, kind of fucking make him a friend. You know what I mean? Give him that good friend feeling and shit. And I did that with her. She come up my face, and I was petting her, and I went to rub, put my hands behind her ears, and she fucking, woof, fucking that dog jumped up on me. I was like, never again. He's like, yeah, don't put her. That's it. She's got a thing about that. You can't put both hands. Don't put both hands on her head. She freaks out like that. Good to know. Good to fucking know. But some dogs have ticks. I've been bit by a little, what the fuck was that? That big floppy ears. Fucking, God damn it. Like a
beagle.
No, not a beagle. They have like real fluffy ears, kind of like the cartoon dog.
the fucking basset hounds.
Yes, thank you, basset hounds. Fucking had they were like they had a tick that if you'd stand behind it, it would tend to like want to bite people. Why? If it like stand behind it, why? It got like it had a nervous tick like that. And as a kid, I was just standing there. Why it fucking ate that fucker turned around and latched on my arm. That ticks. I've always been leery around dogs.
Yeah, mine are weird, dude. Like, I'll take them out somewhere. We'll take them up to the mountains, and we'll be hiking down some trail, and we'll come up on other people. And they fucking run straight for them, wanting to play. But you come in my fucking yard, and they want to just eat the shit out of you.
Yeah.
It's like I tell people, fucking break into my house, because if you make it past the dog, then you got to get past me. And if you make it past the dog, you're already getting pretty fucked up in the first place. So it won't be hard for me to finish you off.
Yeah, I had a half Pyrenees, half Commodore. She, that dog was like super dog. I've talked about her before. I learned things from that dog. She was 100 pounds of, you better be on my side.
Yeah.
You're some shit. Or it would have been me. If she'd have turned on me and I had to think through it, it'd have been a tough one, I tell you. If I didn't have my knife ready and wanted to kill her right away, she'd have had my ass. Oh yeah, 100-pound animal that close to you, that close to your throat.
Yep.
She was much faster than I ever was. It's like, holy shit! Watch that animal sitting, rip like a 30-pound groundhog out of the ground like it's nothing. See a 50-pound butt dog grab a 25-pound groundhog. You got 50 pounds or 45 pounds against 25, and that dog would just run up on a groundhog and just hit him and just dead. 2 shakes and you're dead. It's like, wow, man! Did I just see that happen? I'm gonna bring him up to you like a cat. You happy? I got it right here.
It's weird because like my cat is more of a fucking psycho killer than my dogs are. Like they'll see fucking, a rabbit or whatever out in the yard. They'll just look at it like, oh, cool, whatever. The cat will fucking go fuck that thing up and then bring it in the house. But if they see another dog, I don't know what it is, man, but these two fucking hate dogs.
She used this bait. Anything she killed at the right time of year, where it just didn't need to be moved around. I watched her do it. It was the wildest thing. She'd move it like it was bait, daytime, nighttime, where the goats she wanted the goats to be or what they had decided to go. That's just when I watched her move that meat around, I was like, holy shit, she's moving that groundhog around. Maybe it was a possum she got a hold of. I was like, wow, using this bait to draw in something else to kill. She's fishing. I was like, this dog is fishing, man. I was like, this dog's setting a trap. Just like that. But it was wild to watch, man. She taught me some shit. Smart animal. 100 pounds, she'd drug me. If I'd have fallen somewhere, she'd probably drug my ass whole way home.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, mine's like 85 pounds, half pit, half black lab, and on a leash. That fucker will pull you off your feet every time.
Oh, yeah. That dog's big enough to drag you or me all the way, a mile home.
Oh, yeah.
They just keep doing it all the time. I got you.
What's up, Green Fingers? Oh, you got audio. Yeah, there you go.
In the desert.
Mr. Green Fingers. What's up, kid?
Cheers.
You harvest your shit yet, Green Fingers?
Oh shit. Fix some audio.
How's the lower desert?
I think I could hear now. I heard somebody.
Cheers.
Did you harvest any of those plants yet or no?
Oh, some of it. A little bit.
Thanks.
Yeah. Just some stuff to hold me off till the rest is ready.
That was a really good run, dude. All them plants look freaking incredible.
Thank you.
Well, shit, guys, I'm going to jump out of here. My phone's about to die.
So, Kyle's catching up with you, kid.
Yeah, it's good seeing you, boss. Well,
It's funny because neither one of you seen each other.
Right. Same difference, right? Same difference. So, Eagle, thanks for having us. I'm sorry, Eagle, fuck you for having us. Canna Trooper, Smiley, Tao, Green Fingers, Rez, fuck y'all. Chat, fuck off. We'll see you guys next time.
Fuck up,
Take care, brother.
How's the weather in the lower desert there, Green Fingers?
Right now it's nice, but it was kind of warm. Maybe 80 something, 89, almost 90 in the greenhouse, but outside it was like probably 70. But yeah.
We've had some 80-degree days.
Yeah, we had a 80. Yesterday was 80. It was windy today, so it didn't get too warm. And it was overcast, partially cloudy, I guess. And windy.
They supposedly broke a record for heat. What, yesterday? No, 2 days ago in Central Park, 90 degrees.
Yeah, it was 91 when my mom came last Sunday. So
damn, that's too hot too early.
Expected it to be
that
hotter
was a
this
fluke
week.
freak.
Got colder, right? Right after it got
Yeah,
hot.
it's not going above 70 the next week, so
That's what they said for us too. Some
it's
shit
very
like that,
bizarre.
70. It's supposed to be like 80 all week.
I was thinking of that Sam Kinison skit. Do you guys remember Sam Kinison?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
He was talking about Africa, like starving in Africa back in the day. It was. He was like, because you live in a desert.
Yeah.
That's always what I think of.
Stop
It's like,
sending
why
it.
do we send them food?
156 here
Send them,
today. Because you live in a desert. Like,
why do we keep sending food over? Why don't we just bring them to where the food is?
yeah, he was like,
What the fuck?
Which I kind of say is to the people in the desert, it's better to not live in the desert. You should be living somewhere else.
right.
Oh, he used to rag on old Sally Others and them skits right there. Why fucking remember? Why don't you just give him a sandwich? They're sitting there feeding the poor kids. You remember that old skit?
So
You can have a good number of people in this desert with the water if you're going based upon the good water and you didn't oversaturate the area and take too much of the water table. You can make a lot. You can make a lot of crops and all kinds of stuff. But
they're fucking transforming deserts. Start transforming your backyard, Green Fingers.
Yep. Where I used to live in the desert, then it got transformed overnight. Well, 30 years. Coachella Valley.
What are you getting at? You gotta watch what water you get.
well, the humidity, the plants help control the humidity too, like all that.
Yeah, they're like doing some major thing in Saudi Arabia somewhere, planting these weird ass planters that supposedly will end up like surviving in the desert and then transforming it. I don't know.
Yeah. See the whole special on it. Got the guy's name.
Yeah, if you can stop a water flow off the side of a hill in the desert, you can definitely make that area where the water is being caught turn green fast.
Just runs off, right? The water.
Yeah, from miles away, right?
Like they were reintroducing beavers and shit in certain areas too. They help control the water and also get forests. You know what I mean? Like the beavers were controlling some of that too. Around here, anyway, I guess, in the U.S.
Or just invite the mob to open up casinos and they'll do something with the desert.
Oh, there's a casino right down the way.
There you go.
5 miles away, there's a casino. But it's so small. Let that get bigger. Maybe another 30 years, they'll take over this whole area. Like the Coachella Valley has 6 casinos maybe in there. Fucking.
Dude, they put I forget what you call it, but they're trying to get a casino in Times Square right now.
Really?
Yeah.
There's not one there already?
No, there's one near LaGuardia Airport.
You have New Jersey, so
Yeah, New Jersey is full of them, but they're trying right in Times Square, and they're like, I forget what they call it, like the Broadway Association Club or whatever. You know, they're like, no, we don't want that here. But there's other people that do want it. It's all about money, you know.
don't you have ones along 90? You have other ones along 95 going north there. You have one.
Yeah, there's some in Connecticut. Yep.
Yeah.
I went to Mohegan Sun, man. That place is pretty fucking cool. They got these big timbers in there holding up the joint, or it looks like it, you know. They might not be doing nothing, but they got big wood in there.
I parked in one in a tractor trailer. I wasn't in a car. Yeah, right off the highway.
Yeah, I think the fucking Rock one is pushing for it. Wants it, fucking guy.
They were trying to do a casino in Grand Rapids too, right downtown. There's the Grand River somewhere right along there. They were trying to get approval to make the deal go through, but they were going to make it like a big shopping complex and a casino underneath or some shit like that.
Casinos have a lot of most of them have trailer parking, so you can get a tractor trailer right into a casino. You don't necessarily have to go in and waste no money. You're just there for the parking. If you take that, then you go spend money on whatever to bring it up for the total to be able to show your receipt at the gate instead of paying for a parking ticket. It works out for your advantage because you buy something for that price, just a little bit more money.
Heard the other day that
a couple of bags of beef.
Friend of mine was talking about entering the native market there, and was saying that it was much easier and a better experience than dealing with the traditional matrix, basically. So you could go there and get licensed and kind of like set up a shop or dispensary, but it was a way easier process than dealing like with the state of Michigan.
That's red tape.
Yeah.
It's pretty hard.
So what do you guys think about most of you guys probably don't know, but here in Michigan, when medical cannabis first started becoming legal, the senators, there was people caught taking bribes. There was people caught taking bribes to get them first licenses here in Michigan. And they're actually standing trial for that shit nowadays. How fucked is that? Right from the get, crooked system.
No doubt. I was trying to escape. Everybody trying to get something for free. Sooner or later, you're going to find out about it. Especially in that line, and you're putting yourself out there. 10 years down the line, if they found you did this, what'd you do in the industry? 5 years. How long has it been now? 5? In Michigan, has it been 5?
2008.
Yeah, thank you. While you guys listen to me chomping on these grapes, 2008.
8 for medical, right? 2008.
Yeah. Before that, they had a couple of municipalities go like a year or two before it, but past that, the whole state like went in 2008.
Kind of the way mushrooms are going here too. A couple places, quasi legal.
That's wild.
I remember being active duty watching Michigan go, and I'm like, I know where I'm moving. All right, when I get out.
We passed fucking cannabis and fireworks. I questioned if I'd ever leave. Cheers, Ryan.
What's up, Brian?
Cheers. Cheers.
Well, I'm fucking around with a piece of shit phone because Walmart's incompetent. On to here. How's everyone going over here?
I like the
Still alive, boss.
Doing well. Watch yourself.
I'm doing pretty good.
Paints are empty.
Bring me to come for the conversation.
What do you?
Favorite grape if nobody's gonna talk.
Enjoy the silence. Words are very unnecessary. They can only do harm.
On a Zoom call, everybody sit around and just look at each other.
That's when you know we're all good. We just hang out in silence, stoned, and enjoy it.
Typing on a board where nobody else can see.
Farmer for that.
Silent conversation.
See, that's a measure of friendship right there. If you could sit there in silence, not feel the need to fill the silence with conversation.
Yeah, I've just been listening. I've just been chilling, munching on some grapes, smoking some fucking weed. So, vaping some pens, whatever.
Love those pens. So,
But I don't think anybody would watch that. Man, these guys ain't said shit in like 20 minutes, man.
It doesn't transfer well in a podcast either, I'm sure.
Not for a podcast, no. A live cast. If you can like see everybody and you're like part of it, and it's all live chat and stuff. Yeah, it's different.
I mean, they'll have to do something. I mean, trying to talk and type. Yeah.
What's everybody burning on?
I'm smoking on. I was just smoking some. This is hash burger. It's called hash burger. So,
I've got some April fritter runts that's fucking pretty damn tasty.
I got Amy's mom, that proprietary I'm smoking.
Amy's got it going.
She does have it going on, actually.
there's Blue Dream.
nice.
It's a nice puck there. Oh, it is flour.
Flour, yeah.
Nice. I'm smashing on these red grapes. Smoking fucking DOA. Smiley.
Yeah, crazy glue.
Blue Dream. Not how the Blue Dream would look, but by the time I got it when I was on the East Coast, when it came from the West Coast, it didn't look that good.
It's store bought, obviously.
Yeah, this was store bought. It sucks, man. California has a 15% excise tax that goes against medical too.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Can't wait to stop by.
If you want to buy, you can buy cheap stuff. I got 8s up there that were like $15 a piece. But then when they're taxing them a regular sales tax, it came out to, I don't know what it was, 5% or some percent. And it's a local tax. And then the excise tax. I'm like, what are you guys doing charging tax on this? You got this run through my doctor, through a doctor. When he's on here, you got his name on here. I said, why are you guys putting tax on this? I said, I know it's the excise tax. I said, but you got another $15 on here in tax. It's like, yeah, I'm wondering about that. He said, I'll have to ask him about that. I'm like, oh, you guys, sooner or later, they push it for a while. You'll see it. I saw it before. I've seen it before where it's there, then it's not there. It's like, what are you doing? Trying to get yourself caught later. Just play the game, man. If you already got a license to deliver it in this area, you might as well try to do it right, I guess. They got to have so many things on the menu, man. You got to give everybody so many options. I guess there's like, 500 items on the menu or something like that. It's ridiculous. Like 500 different flour, 100, at least 100 different packs of flour. All this infused joints everywhere. I'm like, I don't want none of that.
All the plants recovering from their de-leafing the other day, Kyle.
There you go.
They're coming around. I should go. I don't know if the light's on. No, that one's not on right now. But yeah, they'll be fine.
So when is Amy's mom a new one?
No. She's the one from the beginning. Oh, I found it. I have a picture of her from 2013 December. So she's almost really a 10-year-old girl now.
I didn't know you still had her.
Oh yeah, I make the exact same mother and father whenever I make Amy East seeds, the same cut.
You still have the dad too, huh?
Yeah, that's the only dad that I've kept all along. The blueberry male I don't have no more, and I got I have one, two. I have a male that I told you guys about the seed pack. I got a freebie. It was labeled Century Star /RKS. And when I was going through my seeds, I saw that freebie. I'm like, I'll try this shit just in case. There might be some roadkill skunk in there. So I started up them seeds, and I have a male of that one that I might use, and I'm reverse one. I'm gonna reverse Amy's mom. I'm gonna try. I don't know if she'll do it, but I'm gonna try sooner or later.
Do you father out a male like that, or do you just clone after clone after clone?
What? No, I clone after clone after clone on all the. I don't have any mothers. I clone. Or father plants for that matter.
Is there such a thing? Because I've talked to a lot of breeders about that too, on like taking cub moms versus actually keeping mothers. And there's a lot of people that want to keep mothers, big old fucking mothers, and just take constant cuttings off of her to guarantee that she isn't like drifting through the clone on clone on clone. So is that actually a thing? You know what I mean? And like breeding to where you father out a male and you're only taking cuts of that male to breed with. You know what I mean? He stays back forever in veg.
Right. Yeah. I've never done that. All mine are clone to clone to clone, and I never keep one very big. And as soon as that clone takes root and I'm confident that it ain't going to die off, that's when I kill the bigger one. Usually, but I've lost. Yeah, that's how you lose, when you don't wait to make sure that them clones are rooted or.
So do you think there's, as you'd see the drift in a female, or some would say, I think you're on that side, that there can be a drift. And is there a drift in the male?
It's like fucking proven supposedly, but it's so a minuscule. You wouldn't know it unless you did the genetic testing on the shit. You know what I'm saying?
I think you can skate by doing a combination of both of what you guys are both saying. Basically, you can keep the mom for a period of time, but when you go to clone it to reset your mom and make a new mom, you need to take it from like the best and like the top and the thickest growth one, so that it's like the most vigorous version of itself, so that it's as close as it can be to the original when you clone it, and you keep that around for 3 to 6 months.
Yeah, that's what a lot of them do. They let their mothers grow big again and keep them for a long ass time. But I think there's something to having, a bigger plant. It has a better beginning, you know what I mean? Like a big plant with big branches, and you take cuts off of that. I think they might do a little better than if you just had a little plant that, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying?
I think it's to do with the vigorous growth.
Yeah. That's more important, probably. Just healthy.
Vigorous growth.
Fuckers away from me, man.
Can you pull it? So, can you pull Amy's mom out of Amy very well? Can you pull her traits out and see it when you grow it?
Oh, you can see her in her, but it's not exactly the same as the mom, you know?
Sure. No, but I mean, how much Amy are you pulling out? How much the father? Because you're getting something from both, or you wouldn't be keeping them.
Yeah. Well, the cheesequake male I use with other shit, and it's all happy, all good stuff. So, and Amy's definitely been accepted and proven. So, I want to keep those originals. But like I'm saying, I lost that blueberry male, so I'm going to start F1 in some of the shit. That Time Wreck by Blueberry and that Blueberry by Cheesequake. Yeah, I think I'm going to try doing an F1 of the Time Wreck by Blueberry first. But yeah, I got a lot of shit I want to do. I didn't have the time or the space to really properly get crazy, but piece by piece, I'm going to end up doing this shit.
Good mood music when at that time. Put on a little Scorpions.
Harry White.
Here I am, and then give him a kick. Rock you like a hurricane. There you go. Yeah, rock you like a hurricane. Give him a kick. Close the door. You know? Could tell.
Can't hurt, right?
Says mating call, right?
Nails fuck you like an animal.
Got a meeting call? Is that what you said?
Yeah.
I thought I heard you say that shit, and I was like, nah, I'm tripping. It sounded like one.
All right, guys, I'm gonna go ahead and get out of here. Appreciate you having me on. I have a good one. Sorry, I'm tired.
Peace out, Canada.
Later, guys.
Yeah. Have a good one.
I'm gonna hop out with them too, man. Tired.
The mating call scared everyone away.
No.
They don't want to mate, man. They're not trying to mate. No.
Thank you for popping in, Smiley.
Yeah, it's always good to see you guys, man. Appreciate you starting to.
Oh, Smiley. I meant to say, so yeah, now we know why you haven't been on Eagles. You've been doing that frugal force on the side. All that shit's been pre-recorded, huh? That he's been putting up the frugal force.
Must have been from years ago, like replay.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I've been watching a couple of those actually.
Yeah, that must have been way back pre-record.
Super reruns, okay.
Yeah, I haven't done anything like that. So.
Well, it's good seeing you, buddy.
Yeah, good to see you too, man. Peace out.
Thanks for calling.
Okay. Wait, what was that promo code again for is it Good Till 420?
Yeah. Happy 420. It's smileysangels.net. 50% off, so get it.
Get it.
Oh, yeah.
What's up? Justin Good Earth. Cheers.
Sheriff is in chat.
In chat, yeah. Oh man. I've been out enjoying the fucking weather, loving this fucking weather. I can't believe Michigan. It's literally they're talking about like 2 inches of snow tomorrow night.
Started snowing here today, and I got pissed off. It was raining, and then I see flurries in the air. All the snow piles are almost gone. You got the nice big trash heaps in the middle of all the parking lots everywhere.
Nice.
Green fingers. What's up with the BBs? They look like those look like slingshots, or they actually, if you see them on TikToks, they actually got fucking straight up compound bows that shoot them bitches now. They fucking shoot them things from a distance and fucking fuck some shit up. Is that what you think's going on? Is you think it's slingshots, or you think it's like?
So I could tell the back of it. It's a flared out pellet, so like got crushed. So it's a pellet gun. So
that's bullshit.
Yeah. And I don't want to go talk to the neighbor as much as I really want to not talk, because I don't talk, and we don't talk the same language. So
Think it just hacks in or happen change?
No, it's inside of the greenhouse totally. So like you had to been aiming at it. It's crazy. The way it's like it goes through one side of it and then into the other. So and it was way back inside there. So it's like when he drives around it with a little side by side, he probably shot into it, just fucking driving by and shit. Little drive by, little pellet gun drive by.
Print out a bunch of shooting targets and go litter them around his yard.
Yeah, the pigeons is what he was shooting at most of the time. I told him to stop shooting at the pigeons because he killed most of them. Had like 3 left. I was like, I have 3 left, motherfucker. Like,
Does he eat the pigeons?
No, he just kills them. He kills anything to kill it. He's just a teenage boy.
Kill.
Yeah, kills it. And sits there and then shoots it into like the ground like 30 times and like wastes like half his ammo. I'm like, keep on doing it. Just keep wasting your ammo, bro. Keep doing it. Just keep wasting it. Like, please. And he's all out and he starts kicking shit around. Like, what a little piece of shit. But it's his dad's fault. His parents' fault. They're not there, that type of shit. Just let him do whatever. So when my interpreter comes, I'll go over there and we'll speak our language. I'll be like, she speaks it, and I'll fucking, just in case I need to do anything, I'll have to do anything. But yeah, I don't think nothing to come of it. He'll probably get his ass whooped right then and there by his dad. Once he sees the pellet through the fucking thing, he'll be like, what the fuck? He'll be like, I'm beating your fucking ass. And that's what I really don't want to happen, because that kind of shit's heavy in Mexican families like that and shit. Like, you fuck around and you'll find out. Like, let's just say that. You fuck around and you find out. Like, and that's fucked up. Because dads, they will fuck you up. Like, Mexican dad will fuck you up. And it's your fault. You knew it was coming. So, he knew it was coming and he did this. So that's the sad part. Shit.
It's one of my favorite trendy sayings there. I've seen it played out on both sides too. Good ways, bad ways. Never know.
Oh, the fuck around and find out?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that used to be like, we used to act like, yeah, when somebody would say that, that's when you really shut the fuck up and like, like back in the streets, like, yeah, they'll be like, watch, find out, fuck around and find out. Like, I say shit. I don't want to catch no smoke. I ain't stupid. It's when being real costs you your life. It's not worth it. So, it's cushy this weed in the crack.
But it was good seeing everybody. I wanted to stop in and smoke a little weed with you. Everybody said hello. Hello. Good seeing you, Eagle.
Seen you, brother.
American one. Brian. Who else is there?
Mahalo.
Mahalo. Is that what you said? Man, I love
Yeah,
the bright
Red.
colors. Man. I love those bright colors.
Good to see you, Rez.
You too, Tal. Enjoy the weather. It's probably getting nice in New York.
It's starting, but like I was saying, yeah, next week it ain't getting over 60, but that's better than 30s.
Yeah, that's true.
Take it. Yeah.
It's nice out here. Enjoy the weather, Eagle. Yeah, especially at work, man.
Enjoy the snow.
I don't want no more snow. No more snow, man.
I actually think I've hit that point where I'm like, I think I'm done with winter. No more winter. It's just fuck winter. Almost there.
You live in the snow. In the snow. It's the same thing.
I guess it all depends on where you're at in Michigan, right? Is temperature fluctuation there pretty great still with the in the upper, especially in the upper. They're swinging more, right? They're still staying.
Oh, I'm sure they probably still got it snow up there. There's a possibility.
I bet. It's almost over though. It'll be warm here shortly. Enjoy your evening. Enjoy the weather. Later, everyone.
Later, brother.
Peace out, Rez.
Later. The ground's still gonna be frozen here for another month, I bet.
Yeah.
Damn.
It isn't like even officially like kind of like plant your garden type, good consistent weather till May, right? April's like kind of back and forth.
Yeah, it ain't safe by me until Mother's Day. We can still get a freeze up until like Mother's Day, pretty much.
Well, guys, I think I'm gonna call this one, man. I have to go like bend myself in ways that shouldn't be seen on camera to get this fucking crack out of my bag.
All right, well, Ryan, Greenfingers, good hanging. Everyone in chat, always good hanging with you. And Eagle. It's always fucking awesome. Fucking talking shit with Eagle. I'm liking these early ones. A little mix up.
I'm glad you popped on. I was trying to entice you with the Amy comment there.
Oh, I don't know. I must have missed it. I walked away with mid coffee for a second.
I said, fucking, what was it? Amy gets around. Fuck the rock.
Yeah. That's a good thing. Everybody get a piece of Amy. Enjoy it. All right, boys. Peace out, everyone. We'll catch you on the next one.
Later, Tal. Have a good trade.
Yeah.
Eagle, you're supposed to give Timmy an email at potholler@gmail.com.
You please just DM me that on Instagram. I'll forget. I will email him though.
Will do.
Appreciate it.
Book, you can email that address too. All right, plant some autos.
Heard that.
Cheers.
Whack them down. Where is the major tonight? What?
I'm doing Canada stuff.
I'm doing Canada stuff.
I'm doing Canada stuff. It's a boat. He's out in the boat.
You think it's like National Boiled Syrup Day or something?
I don't know what they do up there, dude. They don't allow me up there. No. The only reason I go up there is for a wife. That's funny. Give me a Canadian woman. Hide from the law. Out in the middle of nowhere. All right. Everybody go plant some seeds. Fucking go talk to your neighbors. Keep it civil. Man. Shit, that scared me. I got big all of a sudden. Holy shit. All right. Yeah, go plant some seeds, everybody. Eagle, thanks for having us.
Yeah.
Fucking, yeah. See you next time, man.
Good one,
Love
brother. Love
Have a
you
good
too,
night.
man. Have a great day.
All right, cheers. Almost to 20.
It's almost, I should have waited till 20. I didn't realize. Why did somebody say it's almost to 20? Wait, dude. With that being said, if this is the end of your day, your journey, please get some rest. If this is the beginning of your day, your journey, please take time out for a little bit of self-love, a little bit of meditation along the lines of what I am hoping for is very restful. Great Sunday. Hopefully you had some amazing weather where you are tomorrow. Get out there, enjoy that sun, get some vitamin D pumping through the veins. Black Eyed Peas, where's the love? Oh shit. That is a good song there for 2420. Most importantly, along the lines of that restful, amazing, hopefully it is a very lucky, prosperous. Why is that not right? I'm not even trying third. I'm tired. Do something nice for somebody. Random acts of kindness do save lives. So easy. Phone calls, genuine gestures from the heart. That's the best way I can explain it. It doesn't have to be monetary, as long as it's a heartfelt, from the heart gesture. It will do more than you could ever imagine. With that being said, hopefully you guys have enjoyed this episode. Thank you guys very much for hanging out this evening. I love you guys. No joke.